It says we're live.
But Facebook wants to be a dick. So
It's a dick.
yeah, gonna remove that one. Yes.
Did you go red?
I did.
Love it. I wish I could see your face closer. I'm gonna have to get it.
It's all right. I'm gonna have to put a light on anyway. It's a bit dark in here.
It's beautiful.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Facebook, let me go live. Oh, look! I think we're live now. That's cool. Wow. Well, we're here. Welcome to the Amityville Horror Podcast. Then we're going to do another live stream tonight. Tonight, we're doing Murder While You Work. This could have been done last week, but we did Nicolas Cage last week. This was awesome. Yeah, it was a cool one. Shockingly, and that was kind of more along the lines of things that I wanted to start doing, was like highlight a particular actor.
I love that because you have so much to choose from, especially when it's somebody as diverse as Nick Cage. Love him or hate him, the guy has a lot of fucking movies.
Oh, he sure does. It was a little higher profile than I think I would have started with, but then again, I'm a weirdo, so I
You like those random?
Well, like stuff like
we did one on Bruce Campbell once upon a time. I remember.
That's true. That's true. But I like to pick like underappreciated, like B movie actors or something like that. Not that I, Anyhow, we'll get to it. Maybe it'll happen. So
maybe
my screen name I kind of chose in the vein of Clue. I put Clint in the break room with coffee mug.
With the coffee mug.
Yeah. Since we're talking about murdering people at work.
Yes.
Which I kind of wanted to leave the subject a little bit diverse. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone murdering someone in the workplace. It could just be murdering happening technically at the workplace. Like I just want a job to be involved. So it's I
feel that
we'll leave it kind of open,
So it counts if someone's on the job doing a job. They don't have to be in a place of work as such, as long as that's their job. Because not everyone works in an office or whatever, or a warehouse or whatever.
Correct. Does not have to be an office building.
All right.
We could just do any old job. But
I have a few diverse ones in here, I think.
Okay,
in my list of lists.
I'm blind tonight. I'm going in blind. You'll have to bear with me.
Such a rebel.
So I know we're waiting on Paul at some point. I would like to
I know it's although
he's
I know
interesting.
We watched a couple of the same movies because I heard him comment on a couple of them.
I know. And as a result, since it ended up in the chat, there's one movie in particular that I went ahead and watched because I was like, okay, so I got one person who likes it, one person who doesn't. I wonder what I think about it. So
what did you think about it? I think you should go first and tell me what you think about it. Or do you want to wait for Paul? Because we could just sit here and BS.
No, that's okay. If I'm being honest, I kind of loved it.
Right? It's just a fun time.
Yeah. Like I went into it. I didn't like the way it opened. I was like, oh no, what are they doing? I always hate it when you open a movie with a voiceover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like they're like holding me by the hand and they're leading me through the movie, and they're gonna like give me like pointers along the way about what I should be noticing and things like that.
Dumbing it down for America.
Yeah. So to speak. Yeah. Right. Kind of like watching Dances with Wolves. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, this is what you should be thinking about while you're watching this. Go fuck yourself, all right?
Yeah. Don't tell me what to do.
But at any rate, they didn't do a lot of it, so I was happy about that. And then, like the story started to progress, and I was like, oh, this is getting interesting fast. Do
you want to tell them what movie you're talking about?
Yeah, we're talking about Mayhem, which of course you can find on Tubi. That's where I saw it.
Claire, have you seen Mayhem?
I have not.
Put that on your list. You'll like it.
I shall put that on my list right now.
Hopefully it's on a streaming service that you have access to. Because I saw it on Tubi, and I know you guys don't have that.
Yeah, I'll probably find it. I'll try.
Okay. It was really interesting. It was all about corporate bullshit. So this this kind of spoke to me in a way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
you felt
can
it deep in
imagine.
your heart, did you?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this dude like gave everything to this company. You know, Stephen Yeun from Walking Dead.
Glenn
in case you're
from
wondering.
Walking
Glenn.
Dead.
Yeah. So it's nice to see him and stuff. I remember seeing him in Jesus. What was that Jordan Peele movie that he was in?
Nope.
Nope. That's right. You know, every time I see him, I'm like, oh shit, it's him.
Because he's so likable.
Yeah, exactly. I do like that guy.
Yeah.
So he's this guy who basically gave everything to this corporation. He was given a chance on the ground floor. He got promoted. He's in this nice, comfy, like we'll say semi-executive position. We'll call him like middle management.
Yeah.
We'll call him middle management. And of course, he's completely in with the office politics and so forth. But he finds out rather quickly that there's a problem with a specific account. And he also discovers that he's being thrown under the bus, so that he's going to be used as a scapegoat over the issues that there are with this account. And, you know, just as, hey, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, guys.
So we're talking about the movie Mayhem. Don't know if you had a chance to see it, but I know we're split on who likes it and who doesn't. So I felt like I was going to be a tiebreaker here. So I went ahead and watched the movie. And I was just explaining how much I liked it. You got Stephen Yeun from The Walking Dead in there as a mid-level corporate executive who is being scapegoated for a account that's about to go sideways. And he's not happy about it. He's about to lose his job, and he essentially does lose his job. He's going to be escorted out of the building, but he was kind of dosed with we'll say a virus.
It's a virus. Yeah.
Earlier in the movie, before he got fired, and it makes you super aggressive. I'm not going to say zombie because nobody turned into a zombie in this movie.
No, it's kind of like the rage from
right
28 Days Later, sort of that. Even that they get the red eye and everything.
Yeah.
And we have to mention Samara Weaving because she is fantastic. I call her Wish Margot Robbie. Or maybe that way around.
That's true. But, I thought that too at a couple points in the movie because she had like this eerie looking smile on her face. So my brain immediately went to like Harley Quinn. Yeah.
She's in that. What's the name of that movie that she did? Ready or Not. I love that movie.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, put that on your. Seriously, watch it tonight. I'm not even kidding. It's a great movie.
Ready or Not.
Yeah, it's isn't that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Is it
really good? Really good.
Really good.
I shall get out a fresh notebook.
Yeah, it's perfect.
No, we'll write this down.
Please do.
So this movie was not necessarily my selection. We were just talking about it briefly while we were waiting for some other folks to come in. So I will forego giving the first movie, even though we technically talked about one already. And I shall defer to Abby.
Okay, let me see. I've got a few different ones, but let's start with, since Ryan can't be here tonight, let's start with Pontypool.
Ooh. Now,
has anybody seen Pontypool?
No.
I've not.
You guys seriously do not know what you're missing. It's why am I blanking on the dude's name? I gotta look him up. You know who I'm talking about. Nicole, you've never seen it?
No. Mm-mm.
I've heard it's great.
Stephen McHattie, that dude. You know what I'm talking about? From
if Ryan were
Redwood
here, he would echo what you're saying. Ryan would. I
feel
Ryan
he
likes
would
this
because it's it's a Canadian movie too.
Yeah.
Anyway, dude is like a shock jock on the radio.
Okay.
And he's in the underground. His radio whatever station is kind of underground, and something starts happening in the world above where everybody starts going crazy, and it's a deadly virus that affects this town, and it's traveled by like people speaking. So him being the shock jock, it's just really cool, and he like barricades himself in his studio. But it's a damn fine movie, and I definitely think I think Nicole will really like it because Stephen McHattie's just cool as hell.
The only reason I know the word Pontypool is because it's a town in Wales.
Yeah, it's a town in Canada also.
Yeah,
which I did not know until I saw the movie.
Yeah, it's a town in Wales, a really famous one. That's it. That's the only reason I know it.
Nice.
This is in Ontario.
It looks cool. I'm just looking at it now. It looks a great film.
Yeah. So again, there's a couple, like some of these I have on my list are not winners, but I will tell you, Clint definitely watch Ready or Not. That's just not even regarding this. But Pontypool is just a good flick, and I think you'll really enjoy it.
Ready or Not is not negotiable.
Yeah, Ready or Not's not negotiable. You really like Tonight. You need to put that on. It's just a great fucking movie.
I'll see what I can do. Depends how late we're done here.
Good point.
But that sounds awesome.
Awesome. Okay.
Let's see. All right. Well, Pontypool, I won't spoil any more about it since Barry, you're the only one who is apparently seen it.
I mean it's a little difficult. But...
all right. Well, Claire, I know that you're only stopping in for a little bit. And,
yeah, I am tonight. I'm tired. I've got things to do tomorrow, so I've got to adult tomorrow. So I'm not staying for long. Which still isn't feeling too great, so I'm kind of on my own for a bit. But I haven't got much. I'm kind of unprepared. But I did think Day Shift, the Jamie Foxx one from 2004.
Oh, yes.
That's a good pick. Yes. Did not have that on my list.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked it. It's underrated, I think, because it's Netflix. A lot of people go, "Oh, it's Netflix," you know. It's not.
Yeah.
But it was a really, really good movie. It was consistent. It was fun. Gave a new twist on vampires, really. You know, some great bits of CGI and practicals in. You know, the contortionist and stuff. It's a good movie. And again, he's at work. You know, it's his job. He's a bounty hunter and a pool guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it did have an interesting take on vampire lore. And I think one of the things that I really liked about it was that you could tell the age of the vampire by their fang.
Yeah, that's a new one.
That was an interesting gimmick. I never knew that before. I was like, oh,
give it kind of a hunter, kind of cryptid hunter kind of feel.
Yeah.
Cutting open a tree and seeing how many rings it has.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, but I liked that movie. I did. I like little Snoop Dogg cameo. You know.
Yeah.
We all love that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was great. I love that, and I think that's a good for it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And shout out to Jamie Foxx. That was a cool flick, and he had some health.
I really like Jamie Foxx. I'll be honest.
He had some health issues recently, and he was like out of the game for a while. But it was cool to see him like post a thing to his fans that he was doing a lot better.
I didn't even know. I had no idea.
Yeah, I don't know if he had a stroke or what, but
he was
hospitalized like he did
for a serious health something.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible.
So
he's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he's got some recovery time ahead of him, but it was cool to see him, you know, like address his fans and let everybody know he's doing okay.
Yeah.
So,
That's good.
Yeah, nice. Good choice.
Excellent. I love that movie.
Nicole.
Yes.
What have you brought for us?
My list is not great.
What?
I struggled with this one. I did.
At least you've got one. I haven't.
And I love a challenge. Really struggle with this one. All right, I'm going to go with The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
It's a great movie. Also on my list.
I don't think I've seen that.
Beautiful.
Claire, you got to watch it. It is.
Claire, it is
so creepy.
Oh my God!
I seem to think Rich has seen it, and I haven't.
It's so very creepy.
I hope you're all keeping a list.
I'm writing.
What's his name is in it? Damn it! As the coroner.
I can hear his voice.
I can see his face. And
shit.
Hang on, I'm looking it up.
I know.
Rich,
but basically,
Brian Cox.
Yes. Brian Cox.
Thank you.
And Emil Hirsch is the young man.
Yeah. So it's just about a father and son. I'm going to read from IMDb. Both coroners are pulled into a complex mystery while attempting to identify the body of a young woman who was apparently harboring dark secrets. So they get this unidentified body in, and they're performing the autopsy, and lots of strange things happen.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about without giving too much away.
Yeah. Right.
But
I'll put it this way.
Yeah,
I'll put it this way, Claire. They found the body like underneath the floor of a house, like down in the foundation.
Right.
And one of the most curious things about it, they couldn't tell how long it was there, but they figured it had been there a pretty long time. The body did not seem to have decayed at all.
At
Right.
all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So they transport the body to this coroner's office, and they start doing an autopsy, and that's when really strange shit starts happening, inside.
Strange shit.
Now, remember, if I have seen it, I
definitely
haven't seen it.
Extremely creepy stuff. Like
I've got it written down.
Yeah,
weird things at the end of a dark
unsettling
hallway
movie.
type,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a good one.
It is.
They did a good job.
unsettling.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job of concealing what exactly was going on until basically the end
was
of the
too
movie.
late.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was a nice movie. I liked it a lot, and yeah,
I'll have to have a look at that. Definitely.
Yeah.
So
I love getting ideas. I keep hoping somebody's going to give me something I haven't seen yet.
Yeah. Well, maybe I will. I don't know. I'm going to pick a movie that I chose more or less on its title. And it turned out to be a comedy. But I was okay with that. I watched it anyway. It's called Office Uprising.
So I was looking for that. Where'd you find? Did you find it streaming?
I did find it streaming. I did find it on Tubi.
Oh.
So if you didn't find it there, look
Put
again.
that on the list. Yeah.
Look again. This one was interesting. I wasn't sure that I was going to like it when I first stepped into it, because it felt very Zombieland, if I'm being honest. Because again, a voiceover, somebody talking about how to survive, an office environment. So he's got this list of rules.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? So I was like, oh man, am I even going to be able to get through this? Because it seems lame already. But lo and behold, it became interesting. So, I mean, it might be worth a one-time watch. We'll say that this guy is just another guy in a cubicle who, strangely enough, works for a weapons manufacturing company. So there's a lot of like weapons testing and development and things like that, and like crazy stuff. Like there's no consistency to it. So apparently they do everything from guns to like explosives to, we'll say, energy drinks for soldiers. And therein lies the catalyst of the movie. For some reason, these energy drinks that are supposed to
they're building super soldiers.
Yeah, increase the abilities or we'll say awareness of soldiers in the field. It's a drink called Zolt, and they apparently have skids and skids of this in this building. Wow. They have like a company meeting, and
I might have seen this movie.
Yeah, they serve it to everybody, except for like a handful of people who didn't drink it. So, and essentially they turn into these like murderous like zombie types, just due to the side effects of it. They're not essentially like brainless or mindless.
Jane Levy.
Like
I did see this movie.
So they still possess their own personality, but they go strictly primal. You know what I mean? And they want to kill each other. So that's essentially what's happening in this office building. It goes into a lockdown scenario, and they can't escape. So you've got these 3 people basically trying to escape this building.
I like Zachary Levi.
But it's a comedy. So,
all right, this was not the movie I was thinking of, but I think I've seen this.
Yeah. Feel free to give it a try. I'm going to say it's middle of the road for me. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. And there was a couple of laughs along the way. But it was kind of like, oh, I saw that coming. Oh, yeah, there's that gag, Yeah, Nicole, you'd probably be bored to tears with it. You know, you'll be like, this is bullshit. I'm not watching this anymore. You'll get 20 minutes in. But I watched it the whole way through.
Because that's the kind of dedication you have. The movie I was thinking
you got to catch me in 5 minutes or I'm done.
That's right.
The movie I was looking for was called Not Safe for Work, and I wasn't able to find it.
Oh. So I might have to look that up.
Yeah, it's on my list to find. I haven't found it yet.
Not safe for work.
That's what I was, for some reason, thought. Yeah, you were talking about, but you weren't. No.
What?
Lots of smut.
No. No.
Not safe for work means lots of smut.
That's right. All right, good.
All right.
So
my next one is, I hope at least some of you have seen this movie. It's called Last Shift. Anyone? It is a somewhat of an indie movie. It's about a rookie cop who has to stay the last night in a police station before it's that location is permanently closed. And there's some weird shit going on. Does not ring a bell to anybody?
That sounds familiar, but I got to look it up.
2014.
I think I am.
It is, I mean, even IMDb gave it 5.8. And it's like, I think legit worth it. It's just a fun, creepy movie. Nothing.
Nope.
You're killing me, Smalls. I have to go more mainstream on my next few.
Damn. I feel like this one hit my radar, but I didn't watch it.
You should. It's at least it was on a lot of the streaming channels.
I recognize the artwork.
Yeah, the cover.
Yeah.
It's one of those you might just pass by, but give it a shot because it's really well done and low budget, and I like that. And everything's practical effects.
That's good.
But not like cheesy.
Okay. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to play the damn trailer and it's not working.
All right. Well, we'll get through this faster because nobody's seen any of my movies. Claire, what do you got?
Yeah, holy shit.
What have I got? Generic stuff. I've got one thing. Two things, really. In the same franchise, which I can link together, to be fair. Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. I mean, Shaun of the Dead is a loose link because he's not at work, but he spends the entire movie with his name tag on.
You've got red on you.
You got red.
It's like, exactly. It's like that whole bit is like the whole thing that everyone remembers. The fact he's got Shaun written on him the entire time. And me and Rich actually worked in a store like that for years, and it's awful. But there's that, and then of course Hot Fuzz, where he's obviously, the cop. Yeah. Doing his daily job and comes across this village of absolute crazy lunatics. So you can link two of those together from the trilogy, I think.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah, I definitely think with Hot Fuzz, Nicholas Angel is a top cop in his field.
I love all of those movies.
I do. They're my absolute favourites. And I bring them up a lot when I'm going over old ground.
Edgar Wright was my friend on MySpace.
You said trilogy. So it's Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and what else?
World's End.
World's End.
Oh, World's End. That's right. Yeah. Absolutely
amazing. Love them. A lot of people say Paul's in there, but it's not. It's a totally different movie. That's a totally different movie.
That's the one with the alien, right?
Yeah, that is funny.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I love
it. It is a funny movie. But the trilogy, but definitely the first two, I think, for the fact that Sean's got his name tag on through the entire movie, it's what we remember. And then the second one, obviously, Nicholas Angel, top cop in his field.
Badass.
Yeah, I love those two movies. Yeah. Old ground.
It's awesome. I like it. I'll accept it. Why not?
Why not? It's about where we are.
Yeah. All right. Well, Nicole, we're back to you again.
I haven't watched it in a while, and I've got the scenes running through my head.
I I actually bought that trilogy like months ago at Walmart. It was in the $7.50 bin.
No
I
way.
was like, oh shit, I'm gonna get that, because I was like, I haven't seen Shaun of the Dead in forever, and it's got Hot Fuzz, it's got World's End, and I was like, I'm getting it, and it's still sitting there. I haven't watched Hot Fuzz or World's End yet.
Ever watched Spaced?
Watch what?
Spaced is amazing.
Space
is amazing.
I've heard of it. I have not watched it.
Adam refuses to watch it with me because he has a thing with Simon Pegg. He just
I do too.
Yeah.
What is it with
him? But
Adam, man?
Clint, you would like it. It's just basically comic book nerds, and
it's so fun.
Just awesome.
That
You've
sounds
seen
awesome.
Run, Fat Boy, Run.
No,
I actually have
That's
seen
one
that
of the
movie.
funniest movies I've
what
ever
is happening
seen in my
right
life.
now?
Yeah.
What is that?
Run, Fat Boy, Run. It's a Simon Pegg movie.
Oh, Run Fat Boy
Okay.
Run's
Dara's
great.
in it, and oh god, it's the funniest.
Run Fat Boy Run is a funny movie. He's in some great movies.
Okay.
And I keep talking about Terminal, and it's a great underrated movie of Simon Pegg's. Is Terminal with Margot Robbie. It's an excellent movie. Honestly, recommended. It's on Freevee here, so you will have it everywhere.
What the fuck?
And
Alright.
David from Shaun of the
Terminal.
Dead is in it too.
Nice.
Yeah,
Run, Fat Boy,
and Mike Myers is in it.
Oh, okay.
It's an amazing movie, I promise you. Not disappointed with Terminal
I
ever.
feel like I'm getting a lot of recommendations that aren't related to our topic right now.
I know.
Oh well. There's only us here at this point, so what does it
I
matter?
want to see them. It sounds great. Nicole's broken.
It's a girl's
I don't know what's happening
takeover.
right now.
When he's standing on the balcony yelling to him down there, and then the whole conversation, and then they pan the camera around, and he doesn't have any pants on.
Yeah, no, you are. That is funny.
I'm so sorry.
She's
He
in a
was-
Paul
he made that
Wilbur
movie. He
monster.
was so funny in that movie, and I have no idea what his name is. Oh, okay. What's happening?
It's your turn.
I'm
Oh, wait,
completely sober. I swear to God, I'm not.
Are you sure?
You bring up Simon Pegg, and the train starts rolling. I'm sorry. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Indeed,
Yeah,
it
sure.
is. Indeed, it is.
I have to watch it again. Okay.
Oh God, who wants that? You
This
guys
is a
know
serious topic. I'm trying to. Whew. Okay. All right. I'm going to go with one that was really just downright disturbing, and I'm going to go with the Belko experiment.
That's a good one.
Extremely terrifying. It had.
terrible.
It
I've seen
reminded me a
anything.
lot of just every basic zombie movie with what happens to normal people when everything goes out the window. Like what are human beings capable of in order to survive?
And
Yeah.
it's
we find out in
not
this
drug
movie.
induced. It's not like mayhem where they're given this wanted to say
Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy Presley saying hi.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Jim.
And yes, you are right. Shonda rocks.
She does.
But yeah, the Belko experiment. Tony Goldwyn's in it, and I love him.
Mhm.
what's his face? Hang on.
Yeah, holy shit. No. I like that movie.
John C. What's his name? John C.
Riley.
McKinley from Scrubs.
Oh shit.
I love that dude.
That'd be Ryan. He misses us.
Hi, Ryan.
Ryan,
He doesn't
I
miss
brought
us
a-
enough to be here.
I
Yeah,
brought
Okay.
a Pawnee pool for you, Ryan.
That's right. We talked about Bonnie Pool. You're
we're
welcome.
missing our Canadian connection.
That's right.
Oh.
But nobody had seen it. I need you to have my back, sir.
Oh, damn. Oh, the Belko experiment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Terrible.
Yeah, I saw it once. It is disturbing and brutal.
It
Holy
is.
shit.
Very brutal.
And I don't remember generally the basics of it. Did you do a rundown of it?
Excuse me.
I know it's an office building. But
Yeah.
you can't leave.
I actually have not watched it in quite a bit, but I just remember it was. They keep these people in this office, and they have to In a twisted social experiment, 80 Americans are locked in their high-rise corporate office in Colombia and ordered by an unknown voice coming from the company's intercom system to participate in a deadly game of kill or be killed. So
that's right, because they weren't drugged at all.
No, it was if you want to survive, you have to do this.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it is kill or be killed. And it's just what people will do to survive is just scary.
Yeah.
Somebody posted a meme today that I am totally going to steal that said, what they were talking about. They were talking about Saw. You love Saw. It's like nobody has that will to live. Nobody wants to live that badly. I understand.
Yeah.
But I'll post it later on.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me. Oh fuck! I can't even remember of the name of that movie. It's a similar thing where they put a bunch of people in a room.
Would you rather?
No. That's a good one though.
No, what's his name was in it? Damn it.
Who?
And he played a priest. Fuck. Dennis Hopper. Where they trapped him in a room. It was a bunch of people. And there was like a bag with like $1 million in it or something like that. Mm-hmm. And basically only one person was allowed to leave the room. So every now and then, like food would be dropped in to like a drop box for everyone to fight over, you know what I mean? And shit like that. So ultimately it would come down to one person and then they would leave the room with the bag of money. So it's kind of like that, except there's no motivation in this one except survival.
You know what this is? It's what the Belko experiment is. It's an office themed Hunger Games.
Fact.
Like last one to survive, you know?
Okay.
That's what when you were describing that other movie.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what the fuck it's called. God damn it.
Because Dennis Hopper's IMDb is like,
I know, I'm
600 movies.
There's
no way to figure it out.
Yeah. But it has something to do with the number of people in the room. I know that the title is something like that. Yeah.
As I just go by 24.
How old is it?
Jim signed in. Dennis was something else. Yes, he absolutely was.
Yes, he was. I would have loved to have met that man.
Oh, look, we got Rich here. He loves the Hunger Games.
Aww.
We do too, Rich. And we love you.
New one coming out.
Hope you're feeling better.
There's a new one coming out?
There's a new one coming out. It's a prequel.
Yeah. Really? Oh, I did see that. Yes, because what's his name is playing Stanley Tucci's role.
Yes.
Jason Schwartzman or something. I do remember that. Crazy.
Now I'm determined to find this movie because it sounds really interesting.
I know. I'm hoping somebody will like it.
House of 9.
What is it?
House of 9.
House of 9.
Yep. I believe that's it. 9 strangers with no apparent connection between them are abducted, drugged, kidnapped, and sealed inside a house together. Ooh. But there's a cash prize, so it doesn't say that in the description. But yeah, as soon as I saw the title, I knew that was it. Yeah. Gotta be House of 9. Yeah. And
Peter Capaldi's in it. Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Oh, Rich says, I can't just watch one. I always end up watching them all in one go. Kind of like eating Pringles.
Nice.
Me too. Or Oreos.
Fill my hand.
Or donuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically anything that's in front of my face hole.
Brain pain. Well, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, man.
Oh.
Yeah. Hope that gets better. Yeah.
I hear lobotomies work wonders.
I heard that too.
I'd love a lobotomy.
I've been practicing.
Oh, agreed. All the Hunger Games were missing was Alan Rickman.
That's true.
You're damn right.
Yes.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Lunch of pop, you can't stop. That's true. Okay. So, yeah, Belko experiment.
Good answer.
Yeah. That is a good one. And I forgot there was really no gimmick. Like
yeah.
Just people being people.
Just social, like I said, social experiment and see what happens. And
Yep. And then and I guess they ultimately do have some, 1 or 2 people that survive the experiment, but Even that doesn't seem to go well.
It does seem to go well.
Yeah. Exactly.
I have to rewatch it. I haven't watched it in a while.
Yeah, me too. But now that you mention it, my brain is a little bit refreshed on what happened there. So that makes sense. I'm going to give one that I really like, and I don't know if anybody else does, because people seem to be split on the movie company that made this and whether or not they like their movies. I'm going to say P2. Anybody remember P2?
Oh, yeah, that's on my list.
No.
That's a good one.
Is it?
With the parking garage, where she leaves her office party, Christmas party or something, where she's going to her office Christmas party, and that creepy dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was his name?
Yeah. Look his name up, would you?
Would you? Wes Bentley.
Yes.
Oh,
Wes Bentley. Yeah. Oh, look.
I love me some Wes Bentley.
We've got an agreement.
He plays a great
I loved
psychopath.
P2. Yeah, me too.
P2.
Yeah. So that was just the parking garage area. That was the number of where this woman parked. So she unknowingly, oh, look who's here.
Did they?
Hey guys.
What's happening?
Hey, so I got a free second to step out. I'm still down here at work, but I didn't want to, at least not say something or say hi to you guys. So I'm getting bombarded here. So just trying to get everything done. We go live on the 18th, so we got to be completely vacated out of this space and have our network ready before the big wigs come in. So I'm gonna have to probably work. I know I got to work 7 days this week coming up. So
we love you.
Yeah. So I just figured I love you too. So I figured I would throw my pick in there real quick if I can.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go with Return of the Living Dead.
That's on my list too. Send more
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So
Yes.
like this job. I mean, fuck no, I don't like this job, especially what happens to me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. So Mr. Tom Matthews is the inspiration behind that one. So, I mean, whoever knew that it was going to start off, just medical supplies and whatever, and then all of a sudden the whole fucking zombie apocalypse completely takes over your town, and then next thing you know, you get fucking nuked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this movie, it did come out in the 80s, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, get your life together. Go
Yeah,
watch it.
Get your shit together, put it in a backpack, and watch it.
Have you seen my profile? I mean, my cover photo on Facebook.
Yeah.
That
True.
Linnea Quigley actually went. It's because it's Oscar the Grouch going, "I love trash," and then walking
that's
away.
right.
She's like,
Yeah.
That's right. So, yeah, guys, I love y'all, and like I said, it's had a split second to come out. We're doing a little like dinner really quick, so they got like this Chick-fil-A nugget plate, which sucks balls. So don't ever do it. Don't ever get Chick-fil-A catered with their awesome nuggets because they're not awesome. So
No.
But yeah, so I love you guys.
Love you.
I'll try to be on as much as I can on the group and everything. Clint, you're doing an admirable job. You're doing a great job. So I'm sorry I can't get more involved right now. After the move, starting in October, it'll be fine. But just right now, it's just, pressure's on. So
I get it.
Just want to make sure that make sure I love you guys. You guys have fun, and I'll talk to you all later.
Okay.
All right, man.
All right.
Love you. Bye.
Love you guys.
Love you, bro. Well, that was cool.
That was cool. So has anybody else seen P2?
No, but I now have it on
I was
my
going to put
list.
on her list because of Wes Bentley.
Oh, it's so
massive.
Fun.
No.
It's one of those like you almost know it was done on a budget, because of how limited the scene selection was. It's literally filmed in a parking garage and in this security guard's shack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is a little larger than most security guard shacks. You know what I mean? Because he basically puts on a Christmas dinner. he kidnaps this chick that he has a thing for in the office. You know what I mean? Like waits for her to go to her car, that type of thing. And she's like handcuffed to like the table and stuff. She wakes up. She's like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? And he's like trying to be super nice and like trying to serve her Christmas dinner and trying to like give
It's
her
a little
wine.
annoyed when she does not seem appreciative.
Yeah, he's like not really understanding why she isn't more like into this whole romantic dinner thing, you know.
Look at what he did.
Yeah. And it just goes batshit. Okay, like people show up that you don't think are going to show up, that he like took care of them too, you know, and they end up getting some pretty terrible fates happen to them. It's really just her struggle to get the hell out of this psycho's grasp. And it all happens inside this parking garage. So it's really cool.
The psycho?
Yes, he does.
And he's good at it.
He is good at it.
Makes him more attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but you said I haven't seen it, but I definitely do want to watch it. You said it. The set is just the whole thing takes place in a parking garage, but some of the greatest movies only take place in one spot.
Yep.
Right.
You know? I mean,
absolutely.
Phone Booth, Evil Dead. I mean, they all, you know.
Oh yeah. Totally. That's what I mean. It's like it's very limited in its set design, and its scenes, but there might be like one or two things that happen outside of it. You know what I mean? Because they have to kind of follow her a little bit before the shit happens to her, right?
Right.
So, but the bulk of it, you know, is her just trying to go home for the holidays.
95% of the movie takes place in a parking garage. Yeah.
Right. So I think it's an A24 movie, which is why I say people are really split. On,
is it really? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I love A24.
I like A24 a lot. And they've done several things that I thought have been really great. But this was just one of the ones that I'm like, yeah, you know, it's a cool little, we'll say psychological thriller for the most part, but there's a little more to it than that, you know. but for the most part, that's the feel of it. So
yeah, it's
I definitely want to watch that.
Yeah, I shall leave it at that. Did we want to say anything else on Return of the Living Dead, since Don was kind of like in and out?
Well, it was on my list. I just think, you know, you've got the people that work in the morgue. You've got the paramedics. Send more paramedics. Send more. I think it was totally on my list.
Yeah, I did want to say that this was one of the first like zombie flicks that like had an interesting take on how you could spread, you know, like the disease.
Mm-hmm. And that they ate
very original.
Yeah.
They're the first ones to be interested in specifically zombies and brains.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the influence of this movie like has gone far and wide with that, because I think it's in our culture, at least, it's universally accepted that zombies eat brains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And vegan zombies eat grains.
But
this was also one of the first movies where we got the viewpoint from a zombie.
There, Jim.
The lady on the table.
It hurts.
Right.
Yeah. Why do you eat brains?
Hold that thought a second. I want to show you something.
Why do you eat brains?
Makes the pain go away.
Oh, it depends if you're in. Did anybody see oh God, what was it called? iZombie, the Netflix series.
I don't think I watched it.
I'm sure I have.
Oh yeah, well she's a coroner. Literally, like she eats the brains and like she gets like premonitions of what the murder was or whatever. It's so good, actually.
Yeah,
it's really good. It's a popcorn series, but it's good.
Oh, nice.
Can you see how the lighting is?
That's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The interaction between her and Don Kalfka was just.
Is that on a cookie sheet?
It's on a cookie sheet. It was Terry Crookshanks used to.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah, it's awesome and ridiculous, but I love it. And that's in my house.
Nice.
Because
So she eats brains because it makes the pain go away.
It makes the pain go away.
Uh-huh.
All right. Am I up next? Yeah.
I'm
going to pick one that I know each one of you have seen. I'm going to go with Jaws.
Yes.
Rich like the boobies on your zombie.
Well, they're perky.
That's because boobies are good.
Boobies are good. This is very true.
In any context.
Yeah.
Boobies make the world go around.
Yeah. Boobies make the world go around.
Zombies eat brains. The rest of us, boobies.
Boobies.
So, yeah.
And fat bottom girls.
That's right.
There you go.
I got both. I should be ruling this place.
Nah.
I'm getting there.
So I'm sorry. What was your pick, Abby?
Jaws.
Jaws. Jesus. Okay.
With the throw, it's not even here when he's throwing us off with boobies.
We got sidetracked with boobies.
All right. Lay it on me. How is this workplace horror?
Well, what does he do for a living?
I
He's
get
a sheriff
it.
on a coastal town.
He's a sheriff.
Doing his job.
It's a
Keeping
job.
the people safe.
Yeah. Well, he's just making sure people on the beach are safe. You know, is his
goes out
jurisdiction
on that
really in the water?
That's saving the whole town because, as we know from the mayor, they rely on that tourist money to keep themselves alive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And if you take away the beach, you take away the town. Sheriff Woody is a hero.
Okay.
No,
and
Robert
you're right.
Shaw's working. He's getting paid to get the shark.
Yeah. I'm seeing it now. You're right.
Hoopa was working.
And the livelihood of the town's economy is based very much on the tourism of the beach. So I can see how this is kind of a work environment. It's at least of concern to the community.
Yeah, it's Brody's work environment. Otherwise, he would have been in New York, not on a boat.
True.
Not on the water.
True. Though he does not like the water.
Nope. Can't imagine why. Sharks keep trying to kill him.
Strange.
But he didn't like it before that. Yeah.
I figured everybody has seen this movie.
Oh, yeah.
I had to get one that somebody had seen.
Yeah. No, Jaws, of course. If you haven't seen Jaws,
you shouldn't even be watching this podcast.
You shouldn't even be
here.
Are you
all right?
A human? I mean, you might be an alien if you haven't seen Jaws.
Read this Kapachka.
On a somewhat side note, have you guys, I think I posted it in the Scream Until You Like It chat, and possibly Amityville too, the on-stage show of Jaws.
Oh, that Robert Shaw's son plays.
That Robert Shaw's son is playing Quint's character.
Mm-hmm. It's creepy. It
sounds just like him. Oh my God. The voices are exactly the same.
I didn't even know there was a Scream Until You Like It group chat, I'll be honest.
No, I'm sorry. I meant on the page.
The page.
Not a chat.
I've not seen it. I've not seen it
on there a few days ago, maybe.
If you're not on it, I'm sending you an invite.
Of course I'm on it. I've got a T-shirt, you know.
Yeah. Well, I should hope you're on it.
And I think I did post it on Amityville too.
I think you did. I remember seeing it.
Yeah, it's just creepy how much his voice.
I didn't even see it.
How much he looks and sounds like him.
And the guy playing sounds just like Richard Dreyfuss too.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
But I heard a rumor that they switch roles every couple.
Oh.
I don't know if that's true. I got to look that up.
No, I would love to see it though. I would love to see it.
That sounds amazing. Now, is it called Jaws?
It's called. I don't remember. Hang on.
Are we talking about?
It's called The Shark.
The shark is not working.
The Shark is still working. Well, it's not the documentary. It's a play.
Yeah, it's an on-stage Broadway play. And
I thought it was The Shark is not working. You'll find out.
No, that's
the documentary. The Shark is broken. The Shark is broken.
Right.
Just to show you.
There you go.
Hang on. These are the actors. I don't know if you can see it on my iPad.
Yeah, that's who's playing.
But they look.
I can't see it very close.
The shark is broken.
Right. I really want to see that.
I posted it yesterday.
Okay.
I wasn't really on much yesterday, actually. I'm going to have a look.
Yeah, it's on Broadway.
Rich says green boobies. I've seen green boobies tonight already. Like, other than Abby's, like,
other than my green boobies.
He actually has. It's a funny story.
Oh,
I won't tell now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's disappointing.
I don't even know how to tell the story, to be honest. I'm not gonna. For once.
I'll just assume that you saw behind-the-scene photos of Swamp Woman.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. You're damn right.
Which I kind of want to see that now because I found out
behind the scenes of Swamp Woman. No, because I'll be googling green boobies for you now. You know what it's like.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if any of you really know, but there was recently an indie film put out called Swamp Woman. With
I think I did say.
With the star is Sushi Zivette, if anybody has seen her name.
Yeah,
around.
I know that is. Obviously.
So she's all green and practically naked throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
And strangely enough, they had difficulty getting it approved for streaming on Tubi. So right now it's very difficult to see it. So if you want to see it, you almost have to like buy your own copy of it. So I'm seriously considering it because I'm like, well, I can't not see this movie after all the promotions I've looked at of it. I have to.
It's gone really big with like the Scrubber and the B-movie fans. It's gone huge.
Yeah, it'll probably end up.
Everyone's obsessed.
It'll end up.
I think it already is. She's usually affiliated with. She's part of the Trevor fan.
Yeah.
So I would say so.
Cool. Well, I digress. So, Jaws. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you not include Jaws on any list for that matter?
I mean,
that's true. It fits in just about everywhere.
Yeah. We'll do psychological horror. Jaws.
I've literally thrown out all the old stuff. I'm just here.
Oh, are you? You don't have any more selections?
Yeah, stuff I've gone over in the past, but it's relevant.
Okay.
I was saving one. I've got one to save in case Paul comes back on because I think he'll appreciate it. But for now, Silence of the Lambs, Jodie Foster.
Good one.
Very good. Everybody was.
Yeah, I mean, we go over these ones all the time for me because I have a certain set of movies that are my favourites. But again, FBI agent, young woman, male dominated, ends up tracking a serial killer as such and befriending another one. It's kind of odd, but great.
And catching him all by herself.
Yeah, great movie. It's a brilliant movie.
Yeah.
But she's at work. It's her job, so you know.
Yeah.
All the FBI agents are working. Coroner's working. Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
the horrible prison guard
changes. That's the nice thing about that. Like the FBI agent's jurisdiction is wherever the crime takes them. So I guess technically, you are following her on the job. So
true story.
Yep. Following the case.
We'll allow it.
Oh, thank you.
It's just such a great classic movie. It's such a great movie.
I do love it. It's a comfort movie for me, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And holy shit. Buffalo Bill is probably one of the creepiest freaking movie characters I can think of.
It took me so long to realize
Buffalo Bill is really creepy.
Was Ted Levine.
Was the guy from Monk, like
Captain Sotomayor.
And the Mangler
and just went oh my god, like it just I don't know.
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
So good.
Honestly, one of the creepiest parts of that movie was the ambulance scene when he escaped.
Yes, that's cool.
And he just pulls that was fucking terrifying.
Lecter's escape. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It's iconic.
What was it? A pen? He had a piece of a pen or something?
I think it was it like a nib of a pen or something?
The inside,
the clip
yeah, the clip of a pen, yeah.
That allowed
him swallowed it, and
that allowed him to pick the lock. Yeah,
kill a man with
handcuffs. Yeah,
great movie.
Yeah, that was something else.
Yeah,
and then
again, a comfort movie. Watch it over and over again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you just watched it the other night, didn't you?
I watch it all the time. All the time. Honestly, it's a go-to movie for me. I'm one of those strange people that watches the same movies on repeat a lot.
No, that's actually
I do too.
Really good for people that suffer from anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
The reason
ADHD
we
as well.
watch the same things over and over again is it's a sense of comfort.
Because you know the outcome. You know,
it's
an easy and you can associate with.
Yeah.
Have the lamb stopped screaming?
Clarice.
You see, that is comforting to me. I could get comfy and lay down, get in bed, get settled.
I have to laugh at the well scene when she is the dog down there. I think she broke her leg on the way down.
She's a fat mister.
Yeah.
She's in a lot of pain.
Bring me a phone now.
Don't you hurt my dog.
I'll keep going.
Don't you hurt my dog.
Don't you make me hurt your dog.
Yeah.
It's so that was a great scene. And the timing was so good because it raised the tension for the killer right before he had to answer the door and talk to an FBI agent.
Yep. And honestly, I'm sorry, but that girl, she should have spent some time in that well for being so stupid to climb into a van.
Here, let me climb
at night.
The thing is, for me, that whole precursor scene to that is my favourite scene. That whole Tom Petty bit is my favourite bit.
I wouldn't have even. I would have kept walking. Nope.
Yeah. Who would? Why? Just why?
Yeah.
Every time I hear American Girl, it's like the next.
I do.
Yeah.
Every time that song comes on, I just picture
it's the best scene in that movie for me. I love it.
Was she all?
Oh yeah.
Captain.
I can't stop my cat headbutting the tripod at the moment.
Oh, sweet.
It's very needy this evening. Don't encourage him. Thank God I've got headphones on.
It's the one of them.
Just keep stabbing my shoulder as well.
Sweet. Nice. Good movie.
Yes.
Nicole.
Yes.
Desmond, stop being a cunt.
All right. What?
He said, Desmond, stop being a cunt.
I could hear that through my life.
All right. My next one is one that I actually had to watch quite a few times before I really started to like it. First time I saw it, I hated it. Thought it was stupid.
Oh.
But now I actually enjoy it. It's one of the comfort movies, and I'm going with Cabin in the Woods.
I knew you were going to say that. I love that movie.
I did not like it the first time I saw it, and the more I watch it, the more I like it. That little ballerina girl scares the shit out of me. But it does take place at work in an office, and I think the office scenes are part of the best parts of the movie. They're
Tequila is my lady.
I love but Bradley Whitford.
Whitford and what's his face?
Step Brothers' father. The father.
Yeah, I gotta look this up now.
I remember his name.
He's so
good.
But
he was so great. And the little pop up Sigourney at the end, and it really is one of my favorite movies to watch.
Richard
like I said, like comfort movies, like background noise movies. I do enjoy it now.
It's actually, I love that movie, and I was just talking with somebody in the group who does not care for it. It was either Paul or maybe Ryan.
And normally I would have watched it.
We're supposed to watch it tomorrow, I think, for Second Chance September.
Oh, okay.
We'll keep you guys posted if you want to watch it.
I was gonna say, if it's a movie that most of us like, if somebody doesn't, it's either Paul, Adam, or Ryan.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, Adam likes it. Ryan doesn't. This is going off memory. Could be. I know. Shocking twist, right?
Yeah, that is a twist.
And I mean, normally this is one that I would have said, okay, I don't like it, and I never would have revisited it ever. People gave me so much shit because I said I didn't like it that I rewatched it again and rewatched it again, and it stuck on me.
It's better every single time. I really wanted them to do an extra on the DVD of all of the, like, you click on the things in the basement and just have the story behind it. I think that'd be amazing.
That would, like the 13 Ghosts thing, like
exactly,
get like a prequel thing going. Yeah, except for the ballerina girl, she doesn't have to do it.
She doesn't need anything.
No.
Claire,
Yes, dear.
Have you seen this one?
No.
All right, it's Joss Whedon.
Right.
It's written by Joss Whedon, so you'll get the idea of the humor behind the
Hang
heart.
on a minute.
And what's his
name? We are about Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's in it?
Hemsworth, Chris Hemsworth.
Thank you. I was going to somebody from Marvel. I couldn't remember his name.
What's his face? Andrew from Buffy. What the fuck?
Yeah. Andrew. Yeah. Actually, I think I have. Sorry, tuned out for a second there.
Fred from Angel. Like, there's a lot of people. Tom Langston.
Yes, I have seen it.
Wow.
I have seen it. Tom Langston. Yeah, I have seen it. Yeah.
Great.
Fred.
Yeah,
Fred.
I like it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Fred from Angel. I love her.
Yeah, she's great.
She's great.
Yeah,
I like definitely. I've seen it. Yeah.
Short for Winifred.
Sure.
Not that I've ever seen it.
You wouldn't know who Winifred Burke was, would you, Clint?
I wouldn't.
No.
You'd like her.
Yeah.
Doesn't everybody?
I think so.
All right, that was a good one. I like it.
Nice. Cabin in the Woods.
I want to rewatch that.
I've not seen it, so now I have to.
You've never seen
it?
You've never seen it?
All right,
I just spoiled it for you. Sorry.
Well, no, I don't think.
Kind of, but not really. So,
okay. Because it's so twisted.
Yeah.
It's different.
Clint, yeah. Are you around tomorrow?
I might be doing a recording at some point in the afternoon, but
no, in the evening. I think we'll do movie night in the evening if y'all want to do like a Discord watch along.
That should be.
Because you need to see that movie, and I've been dying.
If I can ever get back into my Discord account, I'll try.
Yeah, man.
I'm having I'm having really bad trouble getting back into it at the moment. I've locked out of it. I've tried a billion times to get back into it. I'm getting there, and I've got to because someone wants me to do an interview in 2 weeks, and they want to do it on there. So it's like I'm trying to get back in. If not, I'm just going to make a new one. Put it that way.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Sorry, train of thought. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
What do you got for us, sir?
I'm going to throw you a softball.
I bet it's on the list.
Probably is. But maybe it's so simple that it didn't make the list. I'm going to tell you Psycho.
That was the next one I was just going to say.
That didn't even come on my radar.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you want to be honest, like all the murders take place in the motel. Norman's at work.
He's working.
Yeah,
sure.
So he is basically the innkeeper who is allowing people access to the hotel. Despite all his issues with his mother, he's trying to do his job like a good boy. But yeah, she just takes over, and he can't stop her. From the killing.
That was really creepy the way you said that. Like a good boy.
Really... Like a good boy.
Yeah.
That's unsettling.
Very unsettling.
If anybody knows good boys, it's me.
It's a great movie, though.
So you're talking about dogs or humans. Good boys. If you need to know one way or the other, I can help you.
I got this. No, that's a good one.
Yeah. Thoughts on Psycho? Anyone disagree with that as a
Classic.
choice?
No.
No, I think it works.
And it could go for all of them.
Yeah,
The whole
it could.
series.
Absolutely could. Absolutely could. Even that lousy remake that they did.
Did
I
we
say
don't
that?
talk about that. We don't talk about that.
I saw that in
don't
the
talk about
movies. I was so disappointed.
The first rule about the
Yeah.
Psycho remake. We
We don't
talk
talk about the Psycho
remake.
Yeah, Ixnay on the E-make Ray.
Yeah.
The Ice Nine Kills shower scene video is far better than the remake.
Good. Good.
Trust me.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Do I pull out one that's a little more obscure, or do I go mainstream? So we've seen them.
I say go obscure. I like.
All right.
Like
so this
getting
one.
these things I've not heard of.
Have you ever seen The Innkeepers?
Yes.
No, but I have heard of it.
It's a very good movie. It's a couple of people. This inn will be closing, and this two employees like want to prove that there are ghosts in this hotel, and things happen, and there are ghosts in the hotel, and maybe she goes a little insane, but it's just a really well done, creepy movie about trying to uncover secrets in the hotel, and those secrets coming out to basically wave at them and say, "Here I am."
Yeah.
In ghosty form.
This is a Ty West movie. I don't know if you're familiar with Ty West. If you saw
X and Pearl.
or Pearl, yeah.
I forgot he did this. Also, House of the Devil, which
House
I
of the
love.
Devil. You know, if
So
you
it's
saw
just
it,
got that cool build up and I guess what's the word I'm looking for? Atmosphere that I like of his movies. Yeah. And Kelly McGillis is in it, which is random.
This one was a little slow for me.
The first time I watched it, but I did watch it again and I liked it much more.
Yeah. If you don't like a slow burn, this one might be tough for you. But like, honestly, if it had been any slower,
you wouldn't have done it.
I'd have been looking at my phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's yeah, it was tough for like the first half of the movie. I was like, what the fuck, man? Is something gonna happen? I mean, what are we talking? Yeah, it's one of those. So yeah, it did eventually get interesting, but for me, it moved a little too slow. A little too slow for my liking. But
that's fair.
But I'm not gonna call it a bad movie. Like when it did get moving, it got moving, and I liked it. But it's just that slow start for me. I was like, come on,
I'm gonna fall asleep.
Give me something. You know.
So I will not enjoy it.
No, you probably won't like it.
Yeah, 20 minutes in, you'll be napping.
Yeah.
Yeah, take your earplugs and your sleeping mask.
No, I meant that when I said that about the Nun too. It's because the Nun scares the shit out of me.
I saw that earlier.
So I will not be watching. I'll be in the theater, but I won't be watching.
I want to see. I didn't love the first movie, but I really want to see the second movie. I don't know. Got really good reviews so far.
Yeah, yeah.
You know you're gonna see it.
It's got good creep factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like her.
So that goes a long way.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. So do my nightmares when I can't sleep for 3 days.
Sounds like Rich. Bless him.
That's cool. All right, the Innkeepers. Nice choice. I didn't think of that one.
I got yours.
Claire,
Yeah.
have you anything left?
Have the lambs stopped screaming, Claire?
The lamb stopped screaming.
I've got Room 1408 with John Cusack.
With John Cusack.
Good one.
Well, he's researching his books, isn't he? You know it.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes to the hotel to research the paranormal stuff to write his book and do his article and documentary. Yeah. Do you know that movie really so strange, but I really, really loved it.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
2007, I think. But yeah, I think it counts because he's there for work. That's what he does. Researches paranormal old places.
Yeah.
Books himself in, and it all goes a bit Pete Tom, really.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, his workplace is wherever the research takes place.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
It just happens to take him to a haunted hotel room.
Yeah. I did like the creepiness of that movie. I did like the ominence.
I really liked it. It was freaky.
Yeah. The ominence of the disposition of Samuel L. Jackson's character.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. Like that.
And the whole double like whammy at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Which is very much like Friday the 13th kind of thing.
I totally saw what they were doing there. As it was happening, I was like, oh.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
He's kind of like
as it's going.
Bolt right out of this any minute. You know what I mean? But
it was too clean.
Yeah. It was nice that they like extended you like a little safety net scenario before they're like, bullshit, you're right back in it, bitch.
Yeah.
You know,
I love that. I love that post office scene.
They're like, psych, you're still here, dude. So
yeah, cool movie.
A good movie.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
Fantastic movie. One of the best scenes in that movie was when the maintenance guy was at the door and he wouldn't come in to fix the air conditioner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Telling him how to do it.
He's like, here's a mop. You can clean it up.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah, absolutely. Great movie.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like I almost know that something's going to be interesting or fun when John Cusack is in it now.
Oh yeah.
Because he's very selective about the roles that he takes.
Because he doesn't have to do.
Yeah, he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
So like when I see he's going to be in something, I'm like, oh, like immediately my interest perks up a little bit. So I'm like, maybe I should see this.
And he's just such a great actor. Like he can do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I haven't really seen him play a villain often.
It doesn't happen much.
No, it's more of the he's a good guy kind of.
Yeah, the hero.
Middleman usually. Yeah.
Comic relief.
Although I do have to take one back on that. 2012 sucked.
Yeah. But forgive me, Ryan, Con Air. I loved him in Con Air.
Me too.
Yeah.
And isn't he in the Cell? Isn't he in Cell as well? Stephen King adaptation. Which it's weird, but it's good. Again, I'm going to be that person and go, the book's better. Unfortunately. I'm pulling that card. The book is better, but it's a good movie. I like that movie.
Well, if you want to be douchey about it, go ahead.
Well, I
always have to be douchey about it because let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's usually the case.
It's usually, especially with Stephen King.
Yeah.
Well, since we're on the subject, what's everybody's favorite John Cusack movie? I'll give you one. Identity.
Yes.
I love Identity.
That's one of my favorites, regardless, because Pruitt Taylor Vince is in that, and Ray Liotta is in that.
Movie.
John Hawkes is in that. I fucking love Identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a great movie. Yeah.
I love that. I love that one.
And it's
Better Off Dead is
rewatchability.
Oh
Better Off Dead?
Better Off Dead's up there for me.
Yeah.
That was one of the funniest movies I've ever
seen. I actually got a friend of actually, was it your ex? Did the Better Off Dead poster as a horror movie poster. And I got
This is some tea.
I would buy these prints, and he did this. It's Better Off Dead as if it were a horror movie. Like, Beth is dead in the thing, and the kid with the two. Anyway, it's hysterical, but I had him sign that, and I heard he doesn't really love that movie, but I don't care. I thought it was great.
You know what made that movie?
Somebody threw away from.
I'm so sorry. The mom.
Oh, yes, Kim. Oh my God,
Darby.
Kim Darby. Thank you. I was just, I love her. It's got raisins in it. You like raisins.
I know you don't like all the fat and fried bacon, so I boiled
it. Oh,
I love that she tries so hard and she's so sincere.
to
She's
drink
an idiot.
Peru. I love her.
Ricky.
I'm sorry your mom blew up, Ricky. I fucking love that movie. I can spend way too much time on that one.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna shut up.
Anybody else got a favorite John Cusack movie?
That's probably it.
Okay.
I have to rewatch High Fidelity because I did not like it when I first saw it.
Oh,
and everybody loves it. So I know it was just me in a bad mood. So I need to rewatch that.
I think you said that before. I feel like I'm having deja vu.
It happens with a lot of movies for me. I know sometimes when I watch them,
if
I'm just not mentally there, then it's my fault to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Has everyone seen Pushing Tin?
Yeah, with
love that movie with Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that.
I know the one you mean, but I haven't seen it.
I feel Rich might have seen it. He watches a lot more movies than I do. I'll be honest.
Yeah, cool. And you can't go wrong with 16 Candles. You know.
Oh God, yeah, 16 Candles. Yeah. Don't get us in an 80s place, for God's sake. We'll be lost forever. We'll be lost forever.
Last night,
in 80s brats.
Your underwear.
Yeah, that movie doesn't hold up as well as it.
No.
I love. It was always my favorite of the John Hughes. I think that movie, but it's a little bit wrong. When he like drugs up his girlfriend and gives it to the nerd.
Great. Now we're both on the pill.
I love it.
When you grow up with those Anthony Michael Hall and John Cusack movies, it's grew up on John Hughes,
And I'm not a bit sorry about it.
Nope.
Nope. All right. Well, sorry for that little segue. So
never apologize for a
with Room 1408.
Yes, fantastic movie.
I like that movie. And I'll allow it.
Why, thank you.
You're quite welcome. Nicole.
Yes.
Do you have another offering for us?
I do. I only have a couple more.
What?
I only have a couple more. All right, I'm going to go with one that I haven't seen in a while, but I don't even know if it's considered horror.
Okay.
Fuck it. Sorry. I'm going to go with The Voices with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, with Ryan Reynolds. I think with the amount of murder that goes on in that movie, it
should be at least a
comedy. I don't think I've seen it.
I thought it was a horror comedy. The Voices with Ryan Reynolds. Anna Kendrick's
I'm surprised. Oh,
his dog and his cats are.
Yeah, his dog and his cats talk to him and tell him.
Oh, I didn't see this movie.
It was so funny. Hysterical. I thought it was funny.
What was it called again? Sorry.
The Voices.
The Voices. I have to look that up.
Yep. He works in this factory and he's seeing a psychologist, and his dog and his cat, he's in the dating world, and his dog and his cat talk to him and tell him what to do.
Sounds
and
like
he
a
ends
perfect
up
movie.
with like multiple heads in his refrigerator.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
It was so good. And it's Ryan Reynolds, and you really can't.
I love Ryan Reynolds as well, though.
Well, the cover art's insane.
Yeah.
Rich, have you ever heard of a movie called The Voices?
The description just says a likable guy pursues his office crush with the help of his evil talking pets.
Mm-hmm.
But things turn sinister when she
sounds
stands
amazing
up for a date.
It's a fun movie.
It is a very fun movie. It is.
I like the sound of it. I'll be honest.
Bloody.
Sounds awesome.
It is awesome. I don't know why it wasn't bigger. Like, I think it's just so underrated.
Okay.
But yeah.
Huh.
I've honestly never heard of it. It's
I gotta
on
find
my
out if
list.
it's on Paulflix. Yeah.
All right. I shall write it down.
We should have a watch along for the voices.
Yay.
It'll be all right.
That's a fun
I
one.
don't know anything else.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me see if I can find it.
All right. All right. I'm going to throw you all another underhanded softball.
Nice.
Oh, God.
The Thing.
No.
No.
I mean, I feel like this one should almost be obvious. My Bloody Valentine.
I mean,
Yeah.
the minor. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're working in the
Yeah.
mine.
Working in
It's
the
a job.
mine. in
Original
a mining
or
community.
remake?
I'm going to go with original.
Okay.
Although I do like the remake a lot. I don't know. Maybe the remake's a little bit more appropriate, but I mean, they're both.
No, I think they're both.
They're both really like concentrated on the town.
Yeah.
But a lot of it does take place in the mine itself,
Mhm.
and it is all work related as far as the accident that triggers the motivation for the killer and so forth.
Mhm.
So I mean, it's I feel it's really appropriate in that regard, and it's a really neat movie in the sense that there really aren't a lot of films that focus on this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How many other films can you think of are centered around mining?
None.
I can't think of
No,
one. This is like it.
Yeah.
That's
And
the one.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the remake in the theater, and the 3D effects in the theater were phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, phenomenal. When he turns and that light, it looked like the light was shining out over the theater
I love that.
as the camera.
Nice.
It was so good, so good. I might lose my horror card for this, but I like the remake better than the original.
Fair comment.
Yeah.
It's
I don't think I've actually seen the remake, I'll be honest.
Oh, it's so good. Jensen Ackles is in it.
Jensen
Kerr
Ackles.
Smith.
Oh,
Kerr Smith is in
I
it.
like me a Winchester.
And yeah, and what's her name? Who was in Saw 7?
I don't even remember the girl in it. Let me look
She
it
played
up.
Sean Patrick Flannery's wife in Saw 7.
Jamie King.
Thank you.
there you go.
I forgot she was in that.
There you go.
And Tom Atkins. I'm just saying.
Yes, Tom Atkins was in it. Yes. Just
Yes,
for
he
that, you
was.
have to see it.
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah.
fucking Atkins.
Yeah. But the original was like super gritty.
Yeah,
Dirty.
it was.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And it had a great opening scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody here, maybe one or two of you, have seen the fan film, Valentine Bluffs.
I have.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen the trailers. On my list again.
Heavily inspired. I mean, the
Right.
way it looked, some of the kill effects that they did. So you know how in the original, in the opening scene, they have a kill where the killer like slams his pick into the wall and he ends up shoving like the victim onto it, so it pokes out through their head,
Yeah.
off the front of their
Mhm.
face. They did the reverse of that effect in the remake. So they basically had the pick go right through the front of their face.
Right.
That was an incredible effect. Holy crap, that
Yeah.
looks so real.
I'll have to
Like
Yeah.
it's worth a watch just to see the effects
Mhm.
on
Right.
that movie. And I mean, and Lloyd Kaufman is hilarious in it. So I mean,
Love him.
Right.
gotta watch it for him.
Gotta watch it for Uncle Lloyd, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll have a look.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
So yeah, absolutely. And the nice thing about that is it's free on YouTube, so
No,
Right.
you don't have to struggle to find it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
like I do with
That was
so
a good
many.
thing.
Yeah. Well, that's
Same
the
for
benefit.
me.
Yeah, it's the benefit of fan films. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
you're not allowed to make money on a fan film, so you have to put it on a public platform for nothing. It has to be free to watch. So
Yeah.
YouTube's the most convenient place to do that.
And you said it was called Valentine's Bluff?
Valentine Bluffs, yeah.
Valentine Bluffs, okay.
Yep. Because that's they named it for the town that it supposedly took place in the original movie. Yeah, it's awesome. So, and shockingly, it looks a hell of a lot like it. I mean, the original movie was like filmed in Nova Scotia, like in an actual like coal mining town. And this one, they just found places that looked like it. So they were filming in like parts of Pennsylvania and elsewhere. Like they went to like an actual like mining museum. Got special permission, and like they had like certified miners take them down into the mine to do filming.
Ooh.
Yeah, like they went all out. They did a really good job for it being a low budget fan film.
Right.
It's great. It's great. If you haven't seen it, check it out because it's super cool.
Super cool.
Super cool.
Good.
Moving on. Abby?
We're up to me, are we? Okay, so how about now? This one actually came up last week, so I hate to do a double, but it fits. I'm going to go with Willy's Wonderland.
It was on my list.
It's a great.
It was on my list.
Just doing his job, you know. We got.
It's right. It's perfect. I did write it down.
It's a great. And I know we've all seen that. Yes. Nicole, did you get to watch that one?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, you need
really?
to. You really?
Yeah, it's great movie. It is good.
I think
Love
it's
it.
on.
One of my favorites.
I think it's on Hulu.
I'm not. I bought it, so
it's on Netflix, I think.
Okay.
Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah.
It's just and I'm I have a love-hate relationship with Nick Cage.
Yeah.
But he doesn't say a word through the entire
it's a great movie.
Not a
Not one line.
Peep. He doesn't
Not a
say
word.
shit.
Nothing, and it's
Like
perfect.
it could be a porn.
But he's a brilliant killing machine.
It could.
Awesome.
It does look like it possibly could be porn parody. But
It's just the title. Sorry.
Willy's Wonderland. Yeah.
Could be an X-rated movie.
It's such a
on crack.
Yeah, it's such a cheesy, lame setup. You know what I mean? Going into this.
Great movie, though.
Yeah. But for a movie like this, you don't need much.
Yeah.
This is kind of like think of it as like an abandoned Chuck E. Cheese. You know what I mean? Where like,
well, see, that's like Five Nights at Freddy's that's coming out.
Yeah,
it's like what I said last week. I feel like the game was already out, and I feel the length from that. I really do.
Yeah, the animatronic like characters come to life to try to murder people. So it's
great.
It was like a devil cult that
it's
put
like
their
that.
spirits. It's kind of like Chucky meets Five Nights at Freddy.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's great.
Like that.
I will check it out.
Definitely worth a watch.
Yeah, that one's fun. Not gonna lie, it's pretty fun. Of course, you'll watch it and be like, "This is a piece of shit." What are you being?
I love it. It did get a bad rap, but it kind of grew after cinema. I think the release it didn't do very well, and then afterwards it's become a bit more cult. I think it's good. Yeah. I like it. I'd recommend it.
Yeah,
definitely.
Willy's Wonderland.
Can't stop eating.
Yeah. Yeah. If only Nick Cage had carried cash with him, he could have avoided the whole thing.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
But he came out okay.
Yeah.
He did all right.
Okay. Well, Claire.
I've got one more, and then I'm going.
All right.
I'm going to eat some food and chill out for a bit. I've got one more. I was kind of hanging on to see if Paul came on, but Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
Melvin's at work, doing his little job, mopping up, cleaning up the gym.
Huh. Yeah, getting bullied all the way.
All the way, and then, of course, falls
lo
into
and
the
behold,
pool,
some dickhead
full of the toxic waste.
Pulls up a flat
and he is the Toxic Avenger.
Son of a
perfect.
Yeah, poor Melvin.
Poor Melvin. But Toxic Avenger, I think, is a great thing of at work, He's bullied, he hates his job. Well, he doesn't hate it, but, he don't really want to. He's bullied pretty offensively. Let's face it, it's a trauma movie, but yeah, Toxic Avenger.
Yeah. And he's in a pretty broken community. You know?
Tromaville's pretty crazy place. Is Tromaville?
Yeah, it's rather disgusting. Rather disgusting.
It's rather disgusting. Is Tromaville?
Yeah, like you got all these like muscle heads going to the gym, you know, and every night it's like, I don't know, it's like Death Race 2000. They're out looking for people to run over with their cars.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Bullshit.
That's some bullshit.
Some bullshit.
But yeah, I think it works for jobs.
I think it does too. Yeah. Yep. That it is remarkable to me how much that movie still stands up. You know,
it does.
I'm excited about the remake. I don't know why.
I'm interested and excited.
They're doing.
I'm interested to see what they do. It's about. Yeah. It's been made a while.
Peter Dinklage is playing the Toxic Avenger, or I guess.
Yeah. Well, they're saying it's going to be toxic. He's going to be the Toxic Avenger. That's what they're saying. It's got Elijah Wood in it as well, I think, hasn't it?
Is it Trauma that's doing it, or is it?
I think they're involved.
Trauma is affiliated. They've allowed it, and you know everything.
So but it's
essentially, it's a Hollywood production.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Bacon's in it.
Kevin Bacon's in it. Yeah, it's a full remake. It's actually been made for a while.
Jacob Tremblay. The kid's like,
I know that name.
He's from Dr. Sleep.
In fact, I think I've probably shared all the recent news on Habitable
Jane
page,
Levy.
Probably.
I love her. Good
cat. If it's not on the Habitable page, it'll be on my Twitter reshares. Definitely. All the new information, because it went kind of dead for like about a year, where we all knew it was coming out, we all knew it was in it, what was happening, and then it kind of everything just went quiet. And then literally in the last week, there's been like a little mini teaser trailer come out and like some little bits of new information. Literally in the last week.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out September 21st. I don't know if that's in the UK or here, but that's what IMDb said.
Yeah, it says it, but I feel like it's been put back again. I'm not sure. Places to look. Daniel Blake, Matt Fink, any of the Trauma pages on anything. There will be any news on there because they'll have reshared it. Lloyd's page. I've reshared some things, but I know it's been changed quite a lot. And I said it had a whole year period where it seemed to go dead. And it was like it was made, it was ready, but nothing was happening. And then last week it's all come back in the news again. So I'm assuming it's ready to go. But there's also the Toxic Crusaders game as well. That's just recently come out as well, a new one.
Yeah. Nice.
But I think Melvin fits the bill.
We love Melvin.
Yeah. Melvin does fit the bill.
I
gotta be honest, I haven't seen it since I was a teenager, but I think I might need to read it.
It's a trauma movie, is all you need to know.
I got to see the play off Broadway. It was a musical. Actually, what's his name from Bon Jovi, the keyboardist, David
Bryan.
Bryan did the music.
Pulled that out of my ass. I don't know. I don't remember his name. Jesus.
It was hysterically
like that was
funny.
Right
I
on your
loved
mind.
it. I loved
That
it.
is very true, Rich.
God.
That is very true, Rich.
Yeah, exactly. Claire's going to be in an animation with Lloyd Kaufman at the end
Cool.
of a movie, so that's awesome.
I love Uncle Lloyd.
Yeah,
he loves his bloody.
Have you ever seen yourself animated before?
I've seen myself cartooned in a flat format, in a 2D, 3D format, but I've never seen myself moving, animated.
Okay.
So I've seen myself cartooned, but not moving.
I'm an action figure piece, well, like a card in a board game and an action figure that someone made for me, but the actual board game exists.
I love an action figure. Yeah, you've said about this before.
Action figure. Kind of like Stretch Armstrong. Was it Stretch Abby?
It's a friend of mine made it for me as like I was in the Aliens cast, kind of that, military. But the card is in a zombie game that my friend did called 20 Seconds to Live. And it's literally, you've got a timer and everything. And it's you could either be the zombie person, but I am one of the cards, which is cool.
Yeah, well, I've had, I think I've been in about 4 or 5 different comic book versions of me now.
That's cool.
But this isn't a slusher. This is going to be me in this. But 80s bimbo me.
80s bimbo me.
80s bimbo me. And it's in a short animation at the end of a movie called Witches of Sands, which is part of the video Shop Tales of Terror.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I've got Lloyd animated beside me, which should be nice.
That should be nice. I do like a good 80s bimbo.
Yeah. Oh yes. I'll be all tossery heels and bikinis and giggles.
Of course.
It'll be awesome.
Because what else would they do?
What else did they do in there? That's all they could do.
That's right.
It'll be perfect.
You got to get asses in the seats. How do you do that?
No, it's Tromet style though. It's the Tromet style, and it's like very much with like the first Toxic Avenger. You know, like all the girls in the gym at the beginning. It's that kind of thing.
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
That kind of,
there you go.
That vibe. Yeah. 80s bimbo vibe.
Yeah. Not gonna lie. I feel like I need to get myself a copy of that indie movie called Murder Size.
Murder Size
hilariously
looks
80s.
So great. It actually looks awesome, doesn't it?
It does.
It does. Murder Size looks amazing. I totally agree.
Yeah, and like it's so tongue in cheek. It's so 80s. It's so over the top.
Yeah.
Like there's like I haven't seen it, and I know there's a line in the movie where the one character says, "I paid for these tits. Somebody's gonna look at them."
Is it just Daisy? Would that be right? Is that the right?
That sounds right.
Person?
Just Daisy. Yeah.
She's awesome. Love her. Yeah, I'm sure it's her. It's great. It looks amazing. It really does. I totally agree with her.
Yeah, it does look good. Like I'll have to bide my time, but at some point I'm gonna have to order a copy of it.
Yeah, it does look good. Yes. So on that note of my Toxic Avenger, guys, I'm going to dip out tonight because I'm tired. I've got things to do tomorrow. And
you got to be an adult. It happens.
Thank you so much for coming on.
I've got to go to adults. I've got things to do.
Yeah.
We love you.
Don't adult too much. We'll never get you back.
I love you all too. Oh, God, no, that's never going to happen. You know that. Well, don't talk strange. That's not going to happen. I'm just doing it once. Just once. That's all. I'm getting a little bit old now.
Everybody can adult every now.
It sucks.
Every now and again. Yeah, I think it's just been a busy week, but I'm all good. And I've just popped to say hello, and I'm off. Yep. So I love you all.
All right, love you. Say hi to Red.
We love you.
We will. All right, love you guys. See you later.
Bye.
Good night. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
And then there were 3.
And then there were 3.
Wow.
I believe we're up to Miss Nicole.
Shocked. That this is all we got tonight.
I know.
I have so much more on my list, though.
It's fine. I'll just sit in here with my harem of ladies, whatever.
LinkedIn is bitches.
These guys don't know what they're missing.
No, they don't.
Yeah. So, anyhow.
What you got for us, Ms. Nicole?
What do you have?
Sorry. Right now I have a sore foot. I'm so sorry. Fucking
sorry.
Yeah.
Did you get the rotors turned and the pads replaced yet?
No, but I lost about 4 layers of skin.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, your mechanic brother-in-law thought he could fix your foot. So I mean,
yeah, he went to medical school. He knows how to treat second-degree burns. Yeah.
Hey, it's a good man. Hey, emergency.
We all know how to do that.
Yeah. Especially when they're on the bottom of your feet.
Step 1, pop the blisters.
Yeah.
Good idea.
That happened 2 days ago. I'm still hobbling.
Yeah. Rub some dirt in it.
Oh,
that's right. That's right.
I can't. My life. Hi, baby. So sorry, Bella just came out of bed. Sorry. All right. I am going to. My next choice is one that I was waiting. I thought Paul might be here. And I was waiting for either him or Abby to bring it up. But I'm going to mention it. I just watched it recently for the first time. And I did not like it.
Oh.
I'm going with Session 9.
Session 9. Okay.
Yeah.
It is not a favorite of mine. They liked it a lot more than I like it, but it's not. I also have a weird David Caruso thing. It's a decent movie.
The cast was good. The cast was really good, which surprised me that it wasn't better. It had like 2 creepy scenes. Beyond that, it was just like
a whole lot of what's
boring
on, and
it was so boring. Oh my god!
I don't hate it.
I didn't understand the ending. They didn't explain anything, and that is one of my biggest pet peeves.
Yeah,
when they leave you hanging like that, it drives me nuts. Which is why I don't like found footage movies, because they do that a lot. It was not a favorite of mine. I understand why some people did like it if you're really into the storytelling and the
Yeah.
But it.
Clinton, have you seen it?
I have.
Okay. Did you like it?
I did, but I didn't like it enough to watch it more than once.
Fair.
So, yeah, that movie. If you don't like a slow burn, you know what I mean. It's another one of those.
Don't watch The Innkeepers.
Oh, I'm not planning to.
Don't put that on your list.
I don't know. It did keep my attention enough that I was like, well, I gotta see how it ends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did.
That's why I kept watching it. Yeah.
I don't have the love for it that others do.
Right.
Yeah.
And I will say this about it. Like, after seeing it the whole way through, I started piecing things together that I didn't previously piece together.
Right.
And the twist at the end was unexpected.
There was a twist?
There was. Because, okay, well, it's like, did you know immediately who was killing people?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see that as a twist.
Well, all right, I won't call it I shouldn't call it a twist. It's a reveal.
It was. I just didn't perceive it.
No. No, you're right. It's not a twist. It was a reveal.
A reveal.
Right.
And then you start piecing together, some things. So you made some assumptions when you see this character, like in the early scenes of the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just think he's just normal dude.
Yeah.
And by the end of the movie, you're like, fuck, that's the killer.
Maybe he's not a normal dude.
Yeah. And you've realized at this point, he did some horrible things before this horrible thing happened, and he's completely lost his mind because he doesn't even acknowledge the horrible things that he did.
That's what I didn't understand. Like, why was he doing this? Was he just going insane, or was he being possessed by whatever was still living in the asylum? What made him do that? And was it just that he hit his wife, or did he kill her? Because all we do is hear things in like a flashback.
I went with the assumption that they were dead.
That's what I thought too.
Because he completely imagined a phone call with them at the end with a cell phone that clearly wasn't working.
Okay, that was another thing. Like, was he really talking to them? I didn't get that.
Because this was early in cell phone days when this was made, so it was like a brick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, to me, it was like, what the fuck were those phones that like it completely disappeared? Like you don't see it anymore.
Satellite phones.
Like, was it like 360 or something like Talk 360 or something? Like it was a very early like cell phone provider that's like gone now, and they had these like big ugly flip phone looking things.
Yeah.
That's like what he was talking on. And like it had this humongous battery that like just attached to the back of it, but it was completely missing off of the phone. So it's like you knew it wasn't working, but he's having this conversation on this phone.
The equivalent of a line
clearly doesn't work.
That's been cut, and you're just walking around with
yeah. So he's in his brain. He's calling home, talking to his wife, and I think the reality is that she's dead. That he killed her and the child before he came to his job.
Okay.
Man's got to work.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I was not a fan.
Yeah. Oh, and maybe because some of the subtleties of the movie weren't clear. You know what I mean?
The jar of peanut butter I got at the end.
I got you.
And the Oreos, because they were in the grocery bag, and then they were found in the assignment. The creepiest parts was what was his name? Hank. When he supposedly went to casino school in Miami, and then they found him, the young kid found him by the window, and he just kept saying, "What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?" That was genuinely creepy, but that was it. It's it was not worth a watch for me.
Yeah, like the one thing that I'm not 100% sure of now that we're talking about it is why this setting was chosen for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because asylums are creepy, and I think it was just a grab. I don't think it had anything to do with the story, other than when you hear asylum, you think haunting.
Yeah.
You think presence, and I think instead of it just being killer.
But one of my questions now, which I don't think that it was a question of mine at the time that I saw it, was since it is an asylum, and asylums where to house in some cases insane people, was he a previous occupant? But I don't know if the timeline works.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I don't know if the timeline works, because did they ever explain when the asylum was
when
closed?
It shut down?
You know what I mean? Because if it was one of those cases, like take Penhurst for example,
right?
Like it was shut down by the government, and they had to find housing for all the people that were housed there. So they weren't like turned out. They just found places for them to go, like with family members and whatnot, and they basically mothballed the place, and it was just shuttered.
They did that in New Jersey. We had the Marlboro Mental Institution in New Jersey, and they closed it. And basically they had levels, and if you were above a certain level, they were just like, "Here's your hat. What's your hurry?" And they just put them out on the street. It was kind of creepy. You just would see.
Yeah.
Just
so in a lot of cases, specifically with Penhurst, and I only mention that because recently, I did some watching of stuff on it because I went there with Mike. Was that a lot of the people? They're basically found them a situation, whether it was family or otherwise, and they wrote them scripts for 60 days and basically told them good luck.
Have at it. Yep. It's
you know what I mean? Right. So if it's a scenario like that, I'm wondering, was this dude one of those people, and he's just returning?
And that one scene, now that you've said that, that one scene makes sense. When Hank first goes down after he finds all the money and the jewelry and everything in the wall, and he goes back that night, and he's going down the hallway, and he sees the figure come out. Was that the main guy who just happened to be living down there?
It's possible.
See, I'm gonna have to rewatch.
It still was not great.
I gotcha.
It was boring. Sorry.
Yeah. But I think it's one of those movies that kind of tests your creative element a little bit.
Yeah.
Where you're like, what's happening here? Oh, can I draw a conclusion?
Yeah, and
or
I
pull these pieces together.
Yeah. Like I was paying attention, like the empty jar of peanut butter he found down there, and the Oreos in the door of the truck, and I'm like, that has to come into play sometime, But it was just extremely slow.
Too much.
Very, very slow.
Too much work for you.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we can return to me.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose. Strangely enough, I think I'm going to bring up another comedy.
Okay.
Earlier this evening, we mentioned one Mr. Elijah Wood.
Yes.
I was going to suggest a movie called Cooties.
I love that movie. And he's a teacher, so it makes sense.
He is a teacher.
It's a disgusting, I had a hard time with chicken nuggets after that for a bit. But
oh, Jesus.
If you have not seen this, I encourage you to see it. Nicole.
Is it something I can handle?
I think so.
It's a horror comedy.
I don't know.
It's definitely horror comedy.
How are you with
children? But the children are really doing the killing, so that's kind
of
the
children are doing the murdering, so it's
it's called cooties.
Yeah, it's a tainted chicken nugget.
And
so one of the children eats this disgusting chicken nugget in lunchtime and becomes infected and starts lashing out in class.
He kills 2 friends and he kills 2 friends. Sorry.
In turn, infecting basically all the other children, and then the teachers are holed up in the school, trying to avoid the kids.
So there are no bugs in it?
No bugs.
Okay.
I don't remember.
By the title, it sounds like it would be like a bug movie.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
No, it's just zombie children.
I think they just named it that because of, the situation, the scenario. Yeah. She's got cooties. I think they might even say it at some point because the girl who's infected, they're like, she's got cooties,
Okay.
Anyhow.
But it's Elijah Wood, and I'll watch Elijah Wood in anything.
It's fun. You get that dude from The Office, played Dwight. Can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know the guy I mean. Who's also in the Rocker. If you saw that movie. That's right. Rainn Wilson. Yeah, he's in there. Slightly different role for him. He's a PE teacher.
Okay.
So he's one of your over the top alpha male tough guys, but because it's him, it's fucking hilarious. So no, totally worth it. And it's one of the things that I currently respect about Elijah Wood is he has a legit love for horror movies. And he loves to sponsor movies that otherwise might not
low budget.
Yeah.
Did you watch him in was it Come to Daddy? Is that what it was called?
I don't think I saw that. Is that a good one?
It's so fun, but basically he finds out he finds his birth father, and I think he's a serial killer. It's a great movie.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
It's fun. And he's got a turtleneck and a weird mustache in it. Don't ask, and a bad haircut.
I still say his best movie was The Good Son.
I love that movie, man.
I fucking love that movie.
I gotcha. The Good Son.
All right. So we're back to me, are we?
We are.
All right, I'm going to go a little different on this one. I'm going to go holiday horror in Better Watch Out because it's the babysitter and that is her job to protect the child.
That's inventive.
Have you seen this movie?
Yes.
I've seen it as well.
I enjoyed it a lot.
It's a lot of fun. It's a fun movie. And they did get to Home Alone somebody legit, and that was the best.
Yeah.
But, I mean, babysitting is a job. It was my first job.
Mm-hmm.
I think it counts.
And I love the fact that they explored what would happen if some of the Home Alone things that actually took place.
They loaned him. I really do. I thought that was probably my favorite part of the movie because, it's like watching Tom and Jerry. Well, if you drop an anvil on someone's head, that might actually hurt. So this was oh yeah, that would really fuck you up. So I just see yellow paint everywhere.
Craziness.
I love that movie.
Craziness. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, that is a good one.
It is. Yeah.
I have quite a few more if we want to just keep going round.
Yeah, I'm good with it. I mean, it sounds to me like we might run out of them soon, so you might end up just spouting off your list right before we sign off. That's okay.
That's
if it comes to that, that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
All right. Nicole, you got another one for the fire?
I have one more. Yeah. Very mainstream. If you haven't seen it, go away. The Thing.
That's on my list too. It's a
great
one of my favorite movies of
it's it's got everything. It's got Kurt Russell and Keith David for crying out loud. And they're not going to spend the rest of the night tied to that fucking cow. It's the best
and
line
it is work.
Fucking movie.
They're there for work.
That was one of those things. I had forgotten about that line. Mm-hmm. And then I watched Secret Santa.
I love that movie.
That Adam Marcus movie. And like the sister did that.
Did the line.
She did that line from the thing.
Did.
I was like,
tied to this fucking chair.
Why does that sound so fucking familiar?
Yep.
So good.
Then I went back and watched the thing about a month later. I was like, son of a bitch, there it is. I was like, clear.
That is one of the most underrated fucking movies out there.
Yeah.
I could watch that over and over and over again and laugh just as hard.
I
love Secret Santa.
Yeah.
Drew Lynch made that fucking movie.
Drew Lynch was awesome in that movie.
He's That's right. I love that big black
guy.
And he like really played his stutter to that role. Like
oh my god.
Like he doesn't have to try. He can just give into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I really feel like that like accentuated that one scene like superbly. It was so cool.
It did, and the fight scene when the two moms are fighting, and he's screaming at them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I follow that guy on Facebook and stuff, and I do like to watch some of his comedy and stuff.
He's funny. He is.
Do you know he just about has himself trained out of his stutter? I mean,
oh yeah, he's doing real good.
Yeah, he's done like a lot of speech therapy, and and he's doing like super well. Like you almost can't tell anymore.
Yeah, he's doing real good.
Yeah,
you know how he got it, right?
Yeah, like got hit in the head with a baseball.
He got hit
or something.
in the throat with a baseball or a softball. Yeah,
that's insane.
Playing the game.
Yeah, and like it was bad enough to give him a concussion, and instead of and he didn't realize that. Instead of going to the doctor, he like went home and took a nap.
Yeah.
And he like woke up, and from the moment he woke up, he had a stutter from that point forward.
Yep.
It was crazy.
That's nice.
Yeah. But no, he did what was he on? America's Got Talent? Like he did a season of America's Got Talent.
Yeah. That's how he got kind of discovered. Yeah.
Yeah. And he went on there like as a comedic contestant, so he went on there for comedy.
And well, bam,
it's cool.
Yep,
great dude. Somehow we have strayed away from the thing.
Yes.
So
that's so unlike us.
I know. Go down a rabbit hole, on the strength of one line.
Yes.
Let's spend the rest of the winter time.
But it's one of the
couch.
It's one of the most classic lines in movie history. I'm sorry, it is.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so great. Yep. I do like that movie a lot. Super weird. John Carpenter is one of the best. I mean,
yes.
To even call it The Thing, I think is a little crazy because it's not really a remake. It's its own movie.
It is.
Like if you saw the original, what the hell was it called again? The Thing from Outer Space?
From Outer Space.
Yeah.
And it's a completely different movie. Yeah. And you see the alien, like it's not the shape-shifting, organism. Right. It's a completely different movie.
Yeah, it's just an alien being that thawed out of the ice. But I mean, the rest of it's kind of similar as far as the setting the stage, we'll say.
Yeah, where it takes place.
Yeah, buried spacecraft, buried alien. You know what I mean? The research facility in the Arctic. That type of thing.
Awesome.
But that's where the similarities stop. Like Carpenter, took the idea and then went completely in like a Lovecraft direction with it.
Yeah.
As far as it being some like almost like demonic tentacle type creatures, that like can take over a host and mimic it, perfectly.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. It's that's great movie. I can watch it anytime.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to show you this too, because now that I'm unpacking all of my stuff, finally, I found it's this book called The Thing, and it's just all artwork related to the movie The Thing from all these different artists, and it's just insane.
Oh.
Book weighs a goddamn ton.
Are any boobs in it?
Are there any boobs in it? Let's see. I don't know. I don't remember.
I mean,
boobs.
Your Return of the Living Dead zombie had boobs. I mean,
yeah, but this
I feel like there could be a theme here.
That's gotta be
boobs in there.
One of the only sci-fi horror movies that doesn't have a female in it.
Yeah, the original, the prequel.
That's true. That's true.
Thought of that.
Which actually, I think we discussed during the isolation hangout was that I think it was Ryan that said he might be willing to go if it was the prequel because at least they had a chick there or something. I just remember a very weird conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess the nice thing about the prequel, I don't know, I had issues with it.
I did too.
It had a very different feel. Like it seemed too modern.
Again, yes, 100%, and it's because of the CGI, and we've had
that.
I only saw it for the first time a couple years ago because I thought it was a remake, and I refused to watch it because I love,
I felt like some of the tech was a little too advanced for the time that it was supposed to be in.
Supposed to be taken.
Yeah,
it was.
Because I mean, you remember how cheesy and like dated the like computer graphics were of the original, or John Carpenter's The Thing
were unmeasured.
Like I wanted it to be very much the same. Like I know it's asking a lot to recreate that, but I had a similar thought about Prometheus. You know what I mean? When we're talking about, like the alien end of things, it's like, I liked Prometheus, but like it's supposed to happen before Alien. So I was expecting to see a lot of dated technology.
The Christmas tree lights.
Right. Like, the chamber of, Mother or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like the supercomputer brain of like their spacecraft. I want to see things like that. And it looked way too advanced. It's like
I just had a cat. I was right out of camera shot, but she just leapt across me and then sort of fell off the couch. So sorry.
That's your jump scare for the night.
It just scared me. It was my jump scare of the night.
That's your 80s cat jump scare.
Yep.
Which they did in the 90s as well.
Maybe the 2000s.
That was a popular one.
All right.
They always seem to be jumping out of a dumpster or like right by a kitchen window.
Out of the tree when somebody's outside. Yeah.
Oh shit, a cat. I wonder why that became a thing. That was almost like a trope at one point. Like the cat jump scare happened so often. It was like, oh fuck, there's another cat jump scare.
Yeah. I learned that in Israel, cats are like people are terrified of cats the way they are of rats, because cats in Israel are equivalent of rats in New York City or something.
Oh, okay.
So I did know a girl that was very afraid. Anytime a cat moved, she would like leap.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's my weird information of the evening.
Well, all right. That's neat.
What were we on?
Israel thinks of cats as rats.
Yeah.
How about it? All right. Yeah. I guess we're on me. How about Devil?
Yes.
I actually really like that movie.
Yeah, me too. More office horror, technically. Although it takes place exclusively in the elevator. But yeah. It was neat to just follow all the storylines of the people who ended up in the elevator, and really not knowing who was demon possessed,
who was the actual devil.
Yeah, and it was so creepy that it's like you knew that every time the lights went out, somebody else was going to be dead when they came back up, and it's like, son of a bitch, who is it? And I feel like I kind of I feel like I kind of guessed it there for a little while.
You?
But yeah.
I feel like they tried to red herring us on that. I don't want to give the ending away for anyone that maybe didn't see it.
Yeah. Well, they definitely wanted you to think it was one or two people in there.
Right. But wasn't the person that it ended up being like one of the people that got killed at the beginning? So weren't they dead through the movie, and that's why it was pretty much a surprise? It's been a while since I've seen it.
That seems right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only been a little while for me, and somehow I'm missing
And somehow
that
you
detail.
block it.
Yeah. But yeah, it was cool. I like that. And
I think Bokeem Woodbine was in that.
Who?
And Bokeem Woodbine. He played the security guard that was stuck in there.
Yes.
Okay.
I love him. I think he's so underrated.
Well, definitely.
He's been in so much. I love Devil. I did. I thought it was creepy. It had that feeling of like The Descent, like that claustrophobic feeling.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about it was that I knew who it was when watching the trailers. And I don't like that. I didn't want to figure it out, I want to be surprised. Right. Especially with an M. Night movie, always has the big twists and
what they twist.
Yeah, so but I enjoyed Devil a lot.
Yeah.
And I will always think of that woman as Evie's mother from what was that TV show where she froze time?
Oh my God.
Out of This World or something. I don't remember what it's called. I was going to look it up and see if I could figure it out. But she played her mother. She played Evie's mother.
Who did? The older woman in the elevator?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, that sounds really familiar.
I used to watch that show. I even remember the theme song.
Do you? Because it was like I watched it, but I was like,
it was an old song. It was.
If
you'd like to swing on a star, yeah.
Carry moonbeams home in a jar. I watched John Wick.
God, she's been in 600 fucking things. When was it? It was in the 80s, right?
Yeah, it was called Out of This World, I think. Let me look that up. It'll be easier. Grace, if you scratch my couch, I will skin you.
You sound like me. Although I usually say I'm going to turn you into a coat rack.
Oh no, she wasn't Evie's mom. I lied to you. It's not her. All this time I thought it was her.
And it's called Out of This World?
It's called Out of This World, but she was not Evie's mother. Then who the hell was she? I really thought that was
really what it was called?
Out of This World, yeah.
Out of This World. Oh yeah. A teenager discovers she has supernatural powers when she learns her birth father is an alien.
Have I ever shared with you the YouTube video of where all the child actors go after Kirk Cameron? And they have a group called Cock. It's like a childhood act. I'm going to send it to you, but basically, so they're talking about when Kirk Cameron came out.
Please do.
Christian like about gays not being appropriate and all these childhood actors like, dude, like you grew up with us, and it's so great because it's everybody you ever saw in the 80s and the 90s. But at one point she's like, they're talking about scissoring and she's like, well, do they? And is it? And then she goes, boop, and then she freezes time. She goes, oh, sorry. And it was just a little snap in there that they put in for that was fun. All right, well, that took a turn. I like that movie though, Devil.
That's funny. I would like to see that sketch.
I'll put it in the chatty chat.
Wow.
Now, why can I not remember this show?
I don't know.
Like I know it's very young Steve Burton.
Yep. You probably remember. So
familiar, but
it's child celebrities opposing Kirk Cameron. CCOKC. Cock. It's hysterical. and it's got every child star from like the 80s, and I'm talking like Keith Coogan and all of it's just great. I'm gonna put it in there now. Mr. Belvedere, all the but anyway, I totally
that's funny.
Got sidetracked.
You probably remember Buzz Belmondo.
Buzz.
He's just another. They always have some weirdo character, on shows and in movies. He would have been like the Borat of the show. You know what I mean?
I do.
Just like an odd person with an accent. You know what I mean? That you just laugh at, or like the Fez of that 70s show. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like so many shows had a character like that.
The Token.
Even that show. Empty Nest, if you remember that one.
Mm-hmm. I love that show.
Yeah, had that freaking
That was the Golden Girls.
That dude, whatever his name was, he played Joey Isuzu on the Isuzu commercial.
Yep.
So.
That guy, Isuzu. All I know him as.
Yeah, exactly. But
R.I.P. Joey Isuzu.
Yeah. Every show had a character like that. Speaking of Kirk Cameron, I'll say on Growing Pains, it was that character they called Boner.
Yeah. That was, what's his name, son? Chekhov's son. From the original Star Trek. Why am I blanking on his name?
Chekhov. That was Chekhov's son?
That's his real son. He died.
Wow.
Oh God, why can I not think of his name? I am ashamed. I have to Google that. That seems wrong.
The Walter Koenig. The original Chekhov.
Yes. So his son was Boner.
Wow.
Boners to bone. True story.
He died, huh?
He died, yeah. Sadly, he had a drug problem, and
Andrew Koenig.
Like I remember because he had disappeared for a bit, and poor Walter was, it was rough. But anyway, that's bringing it down.
Yeah, that sucks.
But Boner was the man.
Exactly.
To bone.
Yeah, I need to quit going down this rabbit hole.
Yep. No more looking at Boner.
Yeah, I spied another TV show that I wonder if anybody's ever seen.
What's that?
Does anybody remember My Secret Identity?
I do. I don't think I ever watched it, but I remember the show because you're a couple years younger than me. So I think I just missed that one.
Starring one Mr. Jerry O'Connell.
Yes. A young Jerry. Before Sliders.
Yeah.
Sliders. Oh my God, there's a flashback. Jeez.
Have a Jerry O'Connell night. Love him.
Yeah, about that.
How about that?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So a big gap in his career. I saw him in Stand By Me and then My Secret Identity.
Secret Identity.
Anyhow.
All right. I think we're up to me.
I think we are.
Pick. I'm going for another horror comedy because why not? Has anybody seen Blood-Sucking Bastards?
No.
Okay. It's Pedro Pascal, who I love, and Fran Kranz, who was from the Buffy universe, from the Joss Whedon universe. He played Marty on Cabin in the Woods, which you will see when you watch that movie. It's about this guy that works in the cubicle and hates his job, and then he and his slacker best friend from work find out that their boss is actually a vampire. And has begun turning the coworkers into the undead. And it's a silly, silly movie, but it's fun. It's got Joel Murray. Everybody loves Joel Murray.
I love Joel Murray. I love him.
Let's see who else is in this movie. I mean, they had me at Pedro Pascal, but whatever. Actually, I think he plays the slacker. I'm trying to remember. It's just a cute movie. It's a fun time, and I think it's on Plex. Yeah. So you can watch it for free.
Okay.
And I need you to watch Cabin in the Woods so you know how great Marty is, because I love him. And I quote him a lot. People in this town drive in a very counterintuitive manner, because he goes out and he's all like, hi. He's my spirit animal, Marty.
I'm going to have to watch it.
Tomorrow.
Your list is growing a lot.
Yeah, but that one, I think we're
Right.
watching tomorrow night. I'll let you know. I think that's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, we got to do the voices.
But I need to see.
They need to
Ready
see.
or Not.
Ready or Not. Clint needs to watch tonight, even if we're not there.
Okay.
This isn't going to go on too late tonight. I think you'll have time. If you have time, and you can find it.
But
it's just a good movie, and it's a fun movie, and I can't believe you haven't seen it. It came out the same time as Hunt. Do you remember that one?
I love that.
Also love that movie. Clint,
I love that movie. Oh my God.
Not ringing a bell, but
so it's the basis or the premise is a bunch of these, let's say, Republicans like wake up, they've been drugged and they're like out in this field and they're like tied up and gagged, and it's 12 strangers wake up in a clearing. They don't know where they are, how they got there. They don't know they've been chosen for a very specific purpose, the hunt. It's one of the funniest, best action movies. Betty Gilpin, who was from what's the wrestling, the Glow, that TV show Glow.
Oh.
So that was the only other thing I had ever seen her in, and The Hunt. She is
Glorious Ladies of Wrestling.
Yes, she did that TV show. Please put, I'm not even kidding, Ready or Not and The Hunt are probably two of the greatest movies I saw in 2020.
I do want to see
her character in The Hunt is my spirit animal.
It's
like,
exactly.
I love her.
She is who I want my spirit animal to be.
Oh my God.
The cast is insane. Like, you'll recognize everybody in it.
Emma Roberts is in it.
Yeah, and not everybody lasts very long, so you got to know that. But it's
a great movie.
Ethan Suplee.
Who is the one who was in Neighbors? What did you say?
Ike Barinholtz.
That's who I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Hilary Swank. Everybody's in this movie, but it's so
funny.
It's so funny.
It's
so good.
It's hysterical.
So that and Ready or Not will blow your mind, I think, because those are two.
I think I even spied Dennis from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Is he in that?
I just caught like a glimpse.
You could be correct. There's a lot of people in this movie.
And the guy from This Is Us, the blonde.
Glenn Howerton. That's
Kevin, the one that played Kevin. What's his face?
Yeah.
I'm So Pretty, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Richard.
I mean, the opening scene is just brilliant.
It's the first 10 minutes will just
it's hysterical.
You want to talk about Nicole getting
it's my kind of pull in. Yeah.
You need to be pulled in the first 5 minutes. This movie will do it. It's just so good. And like I said, maybe Ready or Not is not the same way, but if you get past the first 20 minutes, then you'll be like, holy fuck, for the rest of the movie.
Oh, Ready or Not's great.
So good. Mm-hmm. The hell is that guy's name?
Well, I definitely need to see child celebrities opposing Kirk Cameron.
Yeah.
Dude. I posted a lot just because for some reason it makes me laugh. But I like to make one of my favorite faces. Talking about what a douche Kirk Cameron is. Sorry. Yeah, so
he is a douche.
He is a douche. Yeah. So Bloodsucking Bastards. That was my.
Is that what we were talking about?
That's what we were talking about.
We went down this wormhole.
Just wait.
All right. Got anything left, Nicole?
I got nothing left. The thing was my last one.
All right.
Well,
not ones that aren't horror, but yeah.
That counts.
Oh,
it's after 9 o'clock.
It's after 9 o'clock. You want to throw one out?
The only other one I can think of is Die Hard.
I think that counts.
Nakatomi Plaza. Yeah.
You know what? I'll put it on the list because I think that counts.
Okay. Alan Rickman is just...
And everybody fucking, I love that.
How do you not love Alan Rickman in that?
I love him
I love
everything.
The scene where he, where he lets him go and he lets the watch go, that they didn't tell Alan he was going to do it.
Yep. And so that expression is genuine. Yeah.
So good.
They didn't tell him they were going to drop him.
It was so good.
That was a great expression.
Yeah. Or they told him they were going to drop him, but it was going to be on 3 and they did it on 1 or whatever it was. But
they surprised
pure actual fear. And I love that.
Yeah.
It was so good.
That's awesome.
He was just.
I love that man. Like I actually had a friend text me the morning he died and he's like, oh my God, are you okay? And I hadn't heard yet because I hadn't been on Facebook. And like he knew me enough to know that I would be very few celebrities like affect me like that.
Yeah.
I was one of them.
Alan Rickman's one of them.
Yeah.
That fall off that building was one of the best slow motion scenes that I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like if you think about like memorable slow motion sequences like that, like it's one of the top ones that comes to my brain, you know? It's what a powerful image that was.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber.
That's right.
Now I want to watch the second one again too. I'm feeling some.
And it's a Christmas
I
movie.
could recite it for you right now
I
if you want.
She can even demonstrate the choreography of the Tai Chi scene.
I could. Burned into my brain.
I'm sure it is.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. To me, that's a worthwhile Christmas movie.
Yes.
You know,
that's an everything movie. It's action. It's Christmas. It's
like they say on Facebook. It's not Christmas until Alan Rickman falls off the Nakatomi Plaza.
That's right.
Love it.
Hans Gruber. Sorry.
They actually have like the ball dropping. Yeah. There's like a clock or something that exists. That's him, like to stroke of Christmas is Hans Gruber falling off the building.
Some advent calendar.
I've seen the advent calendar.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You love it.
Yeah. I'm only going to throw out one more. And if you want, we can revisit the one that we brought up at the top of this. Because I was kind of expecting Paul to show up. But I guess he's not.
But I guess he's not.
Yes, he's not. We talked about Nicolas Cage earlier. I'm going to talk about him again.
Okay.
Vampire's Kiss.
That movie, so I just saw for the first time last week. I had never seen it. It is a ridiculous movie. It's hysterical.
It's very ridiculous.
Ridiculous. A little rapey, but ridiculous.
Yeah. And it does take place in an office. It's a small office. And he is
a horrible boss.
Very horrible.
Just like a terrible
assistant.
Maria Conchita Alonso.
Yeah. And I forgot that she was in that. Like we brought her up the other week, and I talked about her. I think we brought her up during Predator
Week. Yep.
Yeah. And but yeah, she was a hot commodity there for a little while.
She was
getting all these different film roles. Yeah. And so have we all seen it? Vampire's Kiss?
Yes. Well, now I have. I act like
I
literally saw it a week ago.
Nicole, I think you might like it.
It's as ridiculous as Nick Cage can be.
Right.
Because he goes slowly insane, or quickly insane, I should say, and believes he's a vampire. And at first you're like, is he a vampire? But then maybe you realize that all those things are really just happening in his head, and he's just chewing random people. So it's really funny.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And it all
Jennifer
starts
Beal,
with a chick that he meets in a club, who
Jennifer
bites
Beal?
him. Yeah.
I forgot that was her from
She
Flash.
bites him. And I think they meet again, and I think he gets bit a second time.
And it's like every night they get bit, and then he's convinced he's a vampire.
He convinces himself that she was a vampire and she just sired him. And he has this slow descent into madness, and he's under a lot of stress at work. And because he's so convinced that he's a vampire, he starts questioning, well, why isn't this happening yet? You know what I mean? He's like, I don't have fangs yet. What the fuck is that all about? So
the plastic
dollar
store fangs in his mouth. But he's looking at himself in the mirror at his reflection in the bathroom going, I'm not here. Like he can't see himself, even though everybody can see him. What is that? Sorry.
Paul is sick. He's not going to make it. Sorry, Paul.
Glad you're watching, though.
You're with us in spirit.
I brought up your session 9.
Yeah. Nicole brought up session 9.
How much it sucked.
She doesn't like it.
I liked Mayhem, but whatever.
I liked Mayhem also. So I would love to have sat here and listened to you trash it.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have to read your review. So there's that.
It.
Yes. But yeah, Vampire's Kiss.
Okay.
That's good one. So that's your last one?
I'm going to make that my last one, yeah. So
all right, I'm just going to read my list down because some of them are ridiculous. This first one, since it's after 9 o'clock, Big Trouble Little China. Truck driver. Doing truck drivery things. I feel that counts.
Truck drivery things.
Truck drivery things. Alien. Nobody brought up Alien. We touched on it, but nobody brought that up.
Son of a bitch, you're right.
Clint, I'm so disappointed in you.
I'm disappointed in myself. I'm going to put it on the list anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
there you go.
Alien's great. There's a movie called Spiral, not the one you're thinking, and not the
Joel
other
David Moore.
Of. What's that?
Joel David Moore.
Yes, that movie where he plays the telemarketer guy.
I love him to begin with. He is like my biggest nerd crush.
Yeah,
he's on my bucket list. I need to meet him like badly.
I think for Hatchet, he should do something. But...
Oh God, I love Joel David Moore. Grandma's boy.
Grandma's boy. I am not in Roma. So that Not Safe for Work, I'm gonna try to find.
God.
Looks great.
I love him.
Devil's Advocate.
Great one.
The Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino one.
Yeah. The Exorcist.
Wow.
Counts. That's priest is their job. Have you ever seen a movie In the Cut? This is a movie that I don't know that I would classify it as horror or thriller. It's actually Meg Ryan and Mark Ruffalo. Maybe early 2000s, I don't remember.
It's like a romantic comedy.
I know, but it's disturbing because you see full frontal on both of them. Like, it's not people you expect to see in this gritty sexual murder. He plays a detective, and he's working on a case of a woman that was murdered in her building. And they just have this like sick. I mean, they're just like, there's a lot of fucking. But and I saw this.
Movies.
I could tell you in 2004 I saw this because I saw it the week after I bought my Toyota, and Mark Ruffalo has like a really bad porn stash in this movie because he looks like he's a 70s cop, and he looked just like the guy that sold me my car, who had like calling me and hitting on me. And I saw Mark Ruffalo's penis, and anything you know about me, if I see your genitalia, every time I see you, it's going to be the first thing in my head. I saw your penis, like it just. So then I saw him, and I went back to go talk to the salesman for something with my car, and I was like, I think I saw your penis by proxy, and I just couldn't look at him. So that's a good movie, In the Cut. It's a good murder thriller kind of movie, and there's a lot of sex. Meg Ryan is not someone you expect to see fully nude.
No.
It's a very different role for her. My next, I only have two more. Feast.
At the bar?
That did go into my head, but I did not. Why did I not write that down?
Because she owns the bar. Her and the employees are fighting back to protect they're
all working
their bar.
The one
and
girl's
last but not least, The Shining.
Yes.
The quintessential
working
movie.
Caretaker. Yeah.
So that is the remainder of my list.
Damn it.
It was a good one though, right?
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Because you say workplace, in my mind, I'm going office horror movies. Like I had office.
Well, I started there.
Right.
In my head,
and
I didn't
were the
think
first
out of the box.
two.
And there are a ton of those.
Yeah. And then I was like, I got to go a little, So like I said, is The Exorcist pushing it? Maybe. Is Jaws pushing it? Maybe. But these are all people in the line of duty that are putting themselves in danger.
Yeah.
Send more paramedics. George, what are you doing, you weird boy? He's so nice he came out from under the bed, finally. Dude was under the dresser for like 12 hours straight, wouldn't come out.
Aww.
It was awful. I felt so bad. I tried to touch his paw under there, and he pulled it back. Like, you can't touch me.
Oh.
It's like, you bitch.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me, just for the purpose of discussion, I want to see who left these comments. It's probably Paul. But I closed out my phone.
And now
I'm seeing. Yes. So
what did
he says?
Silent
Night, Deadly Night.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, the original.
New Year's Evil.
New Year's Evil.
There was a time where I watched New Year's Evil every New Year's just because you're supposed to, but.
And what about The Mangler?
The Mangler. Is that Paul also?
That is Paul.
I might get banned, but that is probably my favorite Robert Englund movie.
Okay, cool. I don't think you get banned for that.
Well, I didn't say Freddie.
Yeah.
And you know what? That reminded me of another one that I meant to write down and bring up. And then, of course, is Graveyard Shift.
Yeah.
Graveyard Shift. Good movie.
Working at the cotton mill.
You know, as one does.
Yeah. Getting eaten up by rats and large bats.
I haven't seen that in so long.
The movie Bats. I just watched that this past week again.
Bats.
I love that movie.
And Dina Meyer. I had such a crush on Dina Meyer. Let me tell you something.
Oh my God. I love Bats. I love Lou Diamond Phillips, and Bob Dutton is, you know, everything.
Everything.
He's incredible. Yes.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Cool. Work movie.
That's great.
We did good, I think.
I feel like we did for having
like how few of us there were. We went for 2.5 hours.
We did. Yeah. It was a small turnout, but
and now Clint has time to watch. Now the question is, Nicole. Well, I guess it's really which one you can access easiest. But which one do you think he should watch first? Because he needs to watch one of them and like report back to us. And I might have to.
Which one should Clint watch first?
Yes, Hunt or Ready or Not.
Ready or Not.
So, you need to watch it. I might watch along with you if you decide to watch it.
I will too.
But Nicole, I don't want to give anything away to Clint, but all I'm going to say is pop, pop, pop. Like just made me pee my pants. Like, I know she knows what
that was the best. I was not expecting that.
No,
not expecting that. It was another. It was another one of those where.
Is it streaming now? Well, I think it's on.
It should be. Yeah. But yeah, that was another one of those movies like Knock at the Cabin.
Yeah.
You're thinking, is this really happening, or are these people just insane? And you don't know until the very, very end.
But the three in a row.
The best ending. It was the best.
So good. I'm excited for you to see this movie.
Yes.
Everything says premium subscription, but I do see Hulu listed.
It should be on. Is it on Hulu?
Well, that's what it says, but
let me look here a second. And
let me check the old Allflix server.
Yeah.
But if it's not on that one, I might be able to share it with you from my other one. I don't know how they watch.
It should be on Allflix. It should.
It better be. Otherwise, we're gonna have.
If not, he's gonna have to put it on.
There it is.
If you're listening, we need it.
It's there.
It's there. Okay. And the Hunt as well.
I'll look there. I didn't look for that yet.
All right. Let's see.
I don't even like, for me to recommend a movie this much. Like, I don't want to pump it up too much for him.
Mm-hmm.
But I just love it. I've seen it like 12 times. And it only came out like 2 years ago. And I've seen it so many times. And that was not the first movie I saw Samara Weaving, but probably my favorite movie with her.
I think
she was also in the Babysitter movies, right?
I don't know. I never saw those.
The Hunt.
Oh, those you would like. They're fun, comedy horror movies.
Be right back, guys. Right back.
Yeah. I don't know that The Hunt is there.
Let me see where The Hunt is.
I'll have to check.
All right, so Ready or Not is there. Let me see the other thing. I suppose we don't have to be on like
probably not. I'll end it here in a second.
But this is fun, and anybody that has seen these movies. So The Hunt, I do have on my other server, so I'm able. I know there's a thing that says Watch Party, and I can share with the Paul server, but I don't know how that works.
I see.
Because it says watch together, and then who would you like to share it with? And if I say Super Paul, I don't know what that does. So maybe we could watch together later. But that is a whole other conversation that most people have no idea what we're even talking about.
Okay. Well, Paul says he can get it. So I may make an attempt to watch Ready or Not tonight.
I think you need to.
I shall wait for the hunt.
Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. I'm excited though. I'm really, when there's a movie that genuinely sparks that part of you that makes you like giggle maniacally and still like, I feel that these movies.
Yeah.
Both
awesome
movies. Excellent. All right, sir. Did we lose Nicole? She's coming back. We don't want to just leave without her.
Oh, well, she will be coming back, but I'll hang on long enough to at least say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
But I'll go ahead and kill the stream. So thank you very much, Paul, for hanging in there at the end there. I don't know if we got anybody else watching, probably not, but it doesn't look like it. But that's okay.
Right. I had fun.
Yeah. My popularity is not the same as Don's, so I just don't draw a crowd. So
I don't think that's true, sir.
Stop it.
But anyhow, appreciate you all for coming to our murder at work. I always love when killing happens in the workplace. It just makes me happy for some reason.
It's a fantasy for so many.
It is a fantasy. I'd love to see it happen at my own job. And me be on the
me too. I work alone.
End of it. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Well, for you, it'd probably just be like making a nice pair of slippers out of your cats or something. I don't know.
Like that movie, The Lodge.
This is my slippers. The left one is George. The right one is Grace.
Totally makes sense.
Forever sleeping on my feet. So
creepy. All right.
It is, isn't it?
We're going to go watch Ready or Not. Just saying.
Sounds good to me. So I'll reconvene with you in a little bit. And I'm going to end the stream right now. Good night. Thank you all for watching.
Bye.